Oh, pretty. All right. Thank you, Kelly.
You guys got
thunder snow.
Okay, let's that's bad. Okay. All right. Okay, so I got this here
It's about
plugged in for the power.
We're live.
Nice.
Get 1.9% APR for 48 months plus a that's new.
I'm talking about Shawty going crazy. People going crazy in them motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
But it's nothing. Nothing. Got a woman on the bed. Man made the car. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electrolyte to kick us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water like the 7-millimeter. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl and a baby boy. And man makes them happy because man makes them joy. But after man make everything we can, do you know that man makes money? To buy from other men. This is a man's world. But
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Frontline Black News. I'm your host, Chan Crewman. My other host, Lady Che, will be joining us here shortly. She was just here. She'll be popping back on. And we're joined with our West Coast correspondent, Shabaka Sankori, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, who is tuning in from the Sin City, where his Gators lost tonight, or earlier today.
Man. Well, we're just waiting on you bums to come out here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get you drunk and mug you, man.
Chargers
You know?
lost today, so today was a good day. Now, tomorrow when the Chiefs lose, that will be a good week.
Well, yeah, we both need the Chiefs to lose. We need everybody in the whole AFC West to lose.
Yeah. Y'all definitely need everybody to lose.
No, we need the whole AFC West to lose, except for them scrubs that we're ahead of.
Going
I
for
think
5.
it's San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah, I think it's San Diego.
You mean LA, Shabaka? LA.
Oh yeah, the Chargers, yeah, them bombs, yeah.
Yeah, go Broncos.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's right. Yeah, that's how Denver got on.
It's almost showtime. Okay, I'm looking at your last post right here. Okay, Broncos 21-20. Guys are now 5-5.
Mm-hmm.
Melly Queen is going in at Brother Aziz and Dynamite in this video I'm a part of.
Yeah.
How's she going off on Brother Aziz and Dynamite?
She talking about they faking. I can show you right now. It's about that, like.
Oh no, man. No, that ain't cool. Them men ain't fake.
Right.
You know, them men ain't fake.
But this is what she said.
What she said about these men? And keep in mind, Brother Aziz and Dynamite, man, we're just going by what somebody else said. These are not our opinions. But this kind of concerns me right here.
I gotta bring Lady Che in. Hold on.
Yeah. Man, what you mean, man? The Raiders ain't going to the playoffs, and the Broncos gonna make sure we don't. No, man.
That's right, brother Sabaz. Broncos. Greetings, Lady Che. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, she was going at brother Aziz really bad. Let's see.
Yeah, well.
She said I had Ezra on my show about 2 years ago, and I thought him and his comrades were real. But I don't bring frauds on my show. But they played the game well. Him and Miguel Abdullah Aziz, they are fake, weak-ass punks, and I would tell them to their face. Aziz tried to threaten me, and that fool found out. Some are all fools and some done. And I said, I can't co-sign this. Leave brother Aziz alone. I can't allow this. I'm in this group. I'm in this group. This group is not for me. How dare you call brother Azrael and brother Aziz fake and frauds? Y'all just gonna co-sign it in this group? I'm done, Jen Gadazi. Please remove me. I am not going to tolerate this defamation of some of our solid brothers. And then I told Melly Queen directly, I said, you are not going to tell anything to any of their faces. You won't leave Memphis long enough to do any of that, so stop.
Yeah, see, man, that's the type of shit we don't need. That's the type of shit we don't need. You know what I'm saying? Because all we got is each other. You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Lady Che. Greetings. Yeah, greetings.
What I missed? Because I'm really only gonna be here for a few minutes. Because that's really bad.
You missed.
But what did I miss? Because that's not kind of heavy. Like, and
you missed
and
tonight. And you missed the Raiders losing earlier. You missed.
Wait. Slow down. Wait, hold on.
And now the Pony Express.
Okay, what you say now?
Donkey Stadium.
What you say now?
And
God damn it,
Pony Express won it.
Broncos.
They won.
No, I got a highlight.
They bought off the referee.
No, shut up, Jesse. You gotta highlight shit.
What
I was gonna say is
paid off.
Yeah, I bet. Hey, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Jesse, what you talking about? What happened, brothers? And did you like the clip, man? Because I was, well, we're gonna talk about that for like 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds. You see the timer?
Yeah.
I tried to watch it play, but it was all choppy and shit. It wasn't. It was on your end, right?
I guess. Yes, kind of freezing up.
Yes. Just admit it was on your end. It's coming in all funky and shit. Yeah, that was on your end. Okay, just say that. Yes, because you're at the blackout, so it's blackout's supposed to shut down.
I'm talking about Shapiro going crazy. People going crazy in them motherfuckers. Run that shit back, man.
Nothing. See? Stop. You don't have to play it. I was just asking you a question. See? You see it like that's all choppy, right? That this happened. So it's your signal, right?
Yeah, man. So Sabaz Muhammad got down there. Broncos. Come on, brother Muhammad, man. You know, man, that them refs was bought this evening, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
They were straight bribes, man.
Hold on a sec. So it's coming in all slow or lagging or something, Jesse. So I don't know what we're talking about right at this very moment. It's coming in all messed up, like lagging and choppy, like weird. It's weird. So I don't know if you're like if you're rolling smoothly or not. So I wanted to talk about something, but I can't adjust to the breaking up.
No, Lady Chase, part of the shadow ban they doing on us is because I'm knowing that now Brother Che putting all sports aside, getting to our serious business. It's all
Jesse, get
part
on
of the
with the
shadow
show,
ban.
cuz. We don't care about that shit. Jesse, focus. Us over here for Frontline Black News.
I'm waiting on you to finish talking what you were saying.
Well, I can't start talking about what I was saying because Shabaka keeps talking about the Broncos, and I don't know what else. And I don't know
No, I
what
was
if
talking
we're
about how
going right.
No, I'm talking about how they systemically or shadow banning us is
Sit up,
because,
Jesse.
on our
Focus.
last show on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, we had like about 10 callers, but they're only saying we got 2 listeners.
Yeah, that's
See,
weird.
that
Yeah, that's
shit
fucked
don't
up.
add up.
That's
No,
like
it's
that.
not weird, Lady Che. It is what it is that they throwing a monkey wrench in our work. You see, just like how the referees got bought off tonight, they're at Mile High Stadium well, Denver is Mile High. Palm Springs is a mile low. But what it is though is they shadow banning us, and then also too.
I know, brother Shabazz. I got a better idea as well.
I would like to finish this portion of Frontline Black News so I can jump off because it's gonna be like this all night because Jesse's acting like an ass because he won. So we don't care, Jesse. We just don't care. We want to get on with the show, Jesse. Anyway,
Broncos paid off them refs.
fuck the Broncos.
Man.
Okay, how about that,
Yeah.
Jesse? Okay, we don't care. I don't care really. Honestly, I don't give a damn. I just play Jesse. I don't care. I want to talk about Frontline Black News. Can we talk about Frontline Black News? Can we talk about why we're really here? Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Shut up, Jesse.
Yeah,
Leave Shabaka alone. Shabaka, pause right there. Jesse, leave Shabaka alone. Shabaka, pause right there. Okay? Just give me 5 minutes and I'll tap out. Y'all can drag this shit out all night if you want to. Okay, listen. All right, so I made this clip, right? This like 30-second timer. I did it because we're streaming on multiple platforms, none of which I have any control over, right? It doesn't matter what I think or how I feel. I didn't make no decisions because it didn't, it was done after the fact. Nobody told me nothing. So, but we didn't have on that particular platform. There's no timer like I use for all of our other programs when we're doing things normally. But now that we've had this merging going on, we don't have a particular timer, and it just feels very frontline campaign, Frontline Black News, and all things associated with such, which is Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced and me, the Revolutionary Agenda, the RVA. It feels incredibly uncomfortable. It's like putting on a pair of somebody else's drawers. We don't do that. You know what I mean? So I decided since we didn't have a timer using that particular people. There's multiple other people there too to utilize that platform. We didn't have a particular timer just for us, which is the Frontline Black News, and all of us, Shabaka and me, Jessica. So that being said, I had got extremely upset because again, nobody listens to me, and they just be making these fucking decisions that'll later on affect me, and I can't have that. So that being said, I decided to take matters into my own hands as usual and create something just for us, which is the Frontline Black News, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, and the Revolutionary Agenda, which is right now in front of you. The beautiful black people. This right here is a conjunction. It's like all of us, which is a family, all together, one space, every weekend, right? Top left, that's Frontline Black News, which we're all a part of. Then on the right hand corner is Shabaka's Black Experience, which we're all a part of, and then me on the bottom, the Revolutionary Agenda. Yeah, I don't know how I was gonna word that, but we're all part of the Revolutionary Agenda, okay? The RVA. So, with that being said, I decided to throw together something kind of quick. And since I'm the one that threw on that, the new movie called Coon Starring a Few of You, I couldn't find that over here on the tablet. So instead, I put the Coon starter pack. Yeah. So instead I
son, the
put
majority of these niggas.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you right
So I
about
put the
that.
coon. So I put the coon starter pack up. You know what I mean? So all you coons can, get your shit together. You know what you need. It's in the coon starter pack. And I put that up, right? And then I put up, it'll take me like 15, 20 minutes because throw this shit together. And for a motherfucker to come from the streets and so unintelligent and so ignorant, like everybody likes to say, it really only took me a few minutes to throw something together so that Jesse can do us right, which is, you know, us over here, other than him, Shabaka's Black Experience, the Revolutionary Agenda, which, help him so he can take care of us and actually support us, by running over to other platforms. We can be supported by
Shabazz
having a clip of our
Muhammad
own.
Broncos. Oh
You feel me?
man.
Take that shit down, Jesse. Stop upsetting Shabaka. So now, just put stuff together. We need decorum. Um, what I'm saying though is, you should be very proud of me because as sick as I am, I had something to do for us, which is everybody over here on this Black First platform. And I figure since we're Black First and we don't tolerate coonery, buffoonery, and fucking being led down some old white supremacist pathways and being filled with um, cognitive dissonance, we're very, very much on code over on this side of the world. We had to do something for us. So that was
Right.
my contribution to us as a family so that he can adequately represent us over there on other platforms since he didn't represent us in the first place over there. So now I fixed it.
Right.
Black Power. Go ahead.
Always.
And what
And you
happened, real
know,
quick? What happened with Brother Aziz? Because I saw that come across, but I didn't really read it because it's one of those stupid mass groups that you put me on. And I was like, God, man, they never stop talking and the things like bing, 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 messages, right? But what happened? Is our boy okay? Because we don't support nobody dogging um, uh, Captain Sparks over there. We don't, you know what I mean? He gotta slap
Telly,
the spark out of you. So what the fuck is going on over there? Tap me
Melly,
back in.
Melly Telly's back on her bullshit. That's what happened.
Oh, the one
hmm
for Mile News.
Yep.
Uh,
yeah,
pity.
yeah,
I guess I'll
and I
read it
don't have
back.
no I don't have no comments on her because I already let it be known how I felt, about her.
But
You
we don't.
know.
I stand with you,
Mm-mm.
Jesse. I mean, brother Aziz is all him and his wife have always been very kind to me, very supportive to me, and supportive of us. And have always, I'm probably the only light skinned motherfucker on his page. Because that motherfucker has the
Well,
Pink Booty
well, well,
Chronicles.
well,
So
well, like I
we
say,
respect that shit over there.
but like I said, though, Lady
He's a
J,
real one.
is that
We don't
all
tolerate
these
it.
people need to check out these two movies called The Imitation of Life and this movie called Band of Angels. You see what I'm
I feel
saying?
like since
And all
that
this
since you are so right, Shabaka,
light
I feel
skinned,
like
dark
throwing a webinar
skinned
together
shit,
and we can run that for
no,
everybody to
throw that
see.
shit out the window.
No,
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 I'm dead
no, no.
serious
Seriously, Jesse, we
because
should watch.
when
We
you,
should do a webinar of those two movies, Shabaka. A webinar. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So we
Band
can
of
show those
Angels,
two movies.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
let's
Band
let's
of
do that.
Angels. Okay, that's made in 1957. Now the reason why I'm mentioning the years these movies was made, this is very
You know,
important.
the art.
Then they have the
I seen
Imitation
it.
of Life, and but they made two versions of the Imitation of Life. They made
You want
one
the
in
first one?
1934, and no, that was in 1934, and then they made a second one in 1957 or 58. I think it's
I gotta get the
58.
intro.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
let's get the
But
show on the road right here.
sorry for the interruption, Black family. Go ahead, carry on, Jesse Paris,
Yeah,
the
so
man of the city.
yes, ma'am. Thank you, Lady J. On this season 3, episode Trey or 33, part 2 of the Frontline Black News, we were discussing the topics we didn't get to last night, or in
Right.
part 1,
Hell
unhoused
yeah.
neighbor unhoused neighbor sweeps, Mayor Johnson of Chicago is spending $500,000 to study reparations for Black Chicagoans. We don't need a goddamn study.
Oh, I need to get a check on. Yeah, I need a check on that. Yeah, here's what he could study on me is that my family, moved up there from Alabama, 1916. No, 19.
Yeah, during the Great Migration.
No, it was 19. Yeah, 1913, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of the Great
I have
Migration.
to check with some.
The Great Migration.
And I have to check with some older members in my family for the exact date. But yeah. My family needs some of that money there too. And then for all you haters out there who don't believe in reparations.
Hold on, I gotta get this point out. So you damn Democratic shills about we're migrants because we migrated from the south to the north. No, you're only a migrant if you left a whole nother country and came to a whole nother country. We moved within our own, so we're not migrants. So stop trying to get us to get on alignment with this. Oh, we're all immigrants bullshit. No, the hell we're not.
No. Oh, I agree. And then on top of that, there too, let it perfectly be pointed out, as Dr. Claude
Anderson you're so right.
stated 10 years ago, is that all these migrants are going to be against us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're already setting us up for it.
Shabaka, I got to finish the intro. So,
okay.
So after that, we got Mark Robinson. That's the one that said that we owe reparations. The lieutenant governor of North Carolina. He has.
Yeah, I knew he was in the Carolinas. We owe reparations. Black people owe reparations to America.
He didn't say,
you see, man.
Shabaka, he didn't say who we owed reparations to. We covered it on a previous Frontline Black News. But he has some serious issues. So we're going to break that down. And then we got former Baltimore prosecutor Marilyn Mosby found guilty of federal perjury. Then we got George.
What?
Yeah. That's the one that was the attorney general
Freddie got
killed. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I wonder what Brother Isaiah is. We need Brother Isaiah on that one right there because that's in his neck of the woods.
Yeah, it's super late out there. I might send him the link. Let me see.
Babe. Yeah. Is it okay if I just listen?
Yeah.
It's okay because my heart hurts. Should I just listen?
Yeah, just listen.
Okay, I will be on the screen, but I'm just going to listen, okay? All right.
So then we got.
Are you okay?
No, she's not okay. She's in active heart failure right now, Shabaka. It's not looking good at all. The next topic is Georgia politician removed from Board of Commission. We got the Cop City protests in Atlanta. Speaking of Georgia, tear gas activists in the face, unprecedented RICO and domestic terrorism charges, neo-Nazi hate criminals hit with $1.2 million judgment. Ben Shapiro and Owens are fighting over Israel, and Ben Shapiro threw Candace Owens under the bus.
Man, to hell with Candace Owens, man. I ain't got no sympathy for that sick ass bed wench, man.
Jay Millie. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh man, what's cracking good? When Broncos and Raiders, man. Now the only thing I can tell you about that Jay Millicent is this, man. The 49ers, man, will be hosting the NFC Championship, okay? That they will be doing. The San Francisco 49ers will be hosting the NFC Championship, and if I had a couple of dollars, I'd go wedge it on one of these casinos out here. Okay, as far as the Broncos is concerned, man, Raiders, they got to beat everybody else they play to get into a wild card spot.
Shabaka, we're already doing that. We're on a 4-game winning streak. About to be on a 5-game winning streak. we actually have the chance to win out, Shabaka. Like our schedule is
Well, we need y'all to lose the rest of your games, and we win the rest of ours, and then we will be in the number 2 slot.
The majority of the teams that we're facing are less than 500, like you scrubs. So, it's very plausible that we're gonna win our next 6 games, and we can finish the season.
Man, to win your next 6 games, y'all should have lost tonight, man. How much y'all pay them referees up there, man, in that 5280?
Oh. Yeah, rest up, Lady Tay. She had to drop off. She said she's gonna listen.
Yeah, Jay Militant is saying, yeah, rest up, Lady Che, yeah. And keep her warm, man. She's got to stay warm because, wait a minute, ain't you guys below 40 degrees now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have 40 right now.
Yeah, because it's like about 55 here. And you guys are about, 5,000 feet in higher altitude than we are here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's supposed to snow overnight. We're expecting snow.
Oh, man.
And rain overnight. It was raining earlier.
Oh, man. Then that means the rain could shift here. And then the streets will start flooding up right here in Vegas. Because when we have hard rain, man, yeah, it floods here.
Yeah, so now
let it flood.
Because I have some articles.
Yeah, but let
that goddamn mouse, cuz. Oh my God, I got a mouse in my apartment, y'all.
Get a cat, man.
I hear his ass.
Okay, Jay Militant is saying he's waiting on a call. After that, he'll jump on. All right, Jay Militant.
Okay. Yeah, he got the link already, so yeah. When he's done with the call, he'll jump on. So getting to the show. So we had a shooting the other day, Shabaka. Okay, so the Unhoused neighbor news. So do you want to give us the update of what's happening in Las Vegas and California in regards to our unhoused neighbors, Shabaka?
Yes, sir. What happened up in San Francisco when they had Biden out there, man, meeting with the president of China, Xi Jinping, man, okay, is that they put all the homeless like way away, and they raided a lot of their camps, man, took their personal property, you know what I mean? To show the world, man, and Biden, that it's not as bad as it looks in San Francisco. But the part that kills me about San Francisco is with all that wealth right over there, man, why you guys got a high homeless problem when the state of California ought to be telling all them tech giants for you to do business there, you got to house the homeless, particularly in San Francisco and in Oakland, because all that there is Silicon Valley. You see what I mean? Then there's something going on with Elon Musk out there, man, is that, he's facing some legality. And when we do Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced this upcoming Tuesday, I'll have more information on that. Also, too, for Shabaka's Black Experience on Tuesday, 6 p.m. in the Pacific, 9 p.m. in the East. We're in the process of selecting a topic right now because there's so much going on. We want to get to, the most vital one that's dealing with it. And then, too, that we were saying, like over the last few months, and it's becoming more and more of a reality. They're trying to phase out cash money when everybody's doing shit on these damn debit cards and chips and all that old shit. And you have to be very, very careful with that.
Did we ever find out where
everybody? Did they ever find what now?
Did we ever find out where the unhoused neighbors went in San Francisco?
Okay, I think what had happened is that they ran them out the city of San Francisco, so they probably migrated over to Oakland, just to come back, after that Asian Pacific Economical Summit. And all what that is, in my opinion, and is how Biden and Kamala, is going to go into cahoots with these people over in China to exploit the continent of Africa and the Black community worldwide throughout the whole diaspora as a whole.
Yeah.
See, because they're getting all the material for Silicon Valley, man, coming off the continent of Africa. You know it, I know it, the people know it, man, and they know that we know. But what are we going to do about it? And then, of course, more power. I think that was Cat Brooks that did shut down the Bay Bridge. They finally succeeded in shutting down the Bay Bridge, the situation that's happening over there in the Middle East. And that was a great accomplishment to shut down the Bay Bridge.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is, Brother Che, is that after the quake they had when the eastern portion of the bridge fell, okay, they rebuilt it, and it's not a double decker when you come from Yerba Buena Island. It runs parallel, half the traffic going into Oakland, other half coming out. But then when you go through Yerba Buena Island, off the suspension part of the original Bay Bridge that was up there, okay, then you have the upper deck that goes into SF that then you have the bottom deck that comes out of SF. So if they shut it down on both sides, man, then that means they affected the economy of the city of San Francisco and Oakland, man, to a small part. Now, the beautiful thing that they could do is to shut down both the Golden Gate Bridge and the Bay Bridge. And guess what happens to the city of San Francisco? It starves.
Starves, yeah. It's cut off.
See? Yeah, so that'll be a good thing. You see what I'm saying? Because you got Gruesome Newsom over there, who's the mayor, and Gruesome Newsom, who's trying to be the governor of California, has a tainted past. It's because when he was the campaign manager of a friend of his who was running for public office in San Francisco, Gruesome Newsom was fucking this man's wife. I don't dig dudes like that.
Yeah, I don't dig that shit. But
No, them snakes. Them is lower than snakes.
The backstabbers, the smile in your face. All the while they want to take
that Brother Che, when it comes to infidelity like that, man, that's lower than a backstabber.
Ooh.
See, because you posed as this man's friend, but you went up there and covenanted his mom. Regardless if she would have made the move first. You don't do that to a home.
Bezos. Real walkie-talkie.
Hey, yeah, out of Chi-Town, peace to you, brother. I know it's getting cold there, man. They're in the gangster city or the windy city, as they call it, and be advised, people. The reason why they call Chicago the windy city is not because of the wind that comes off of Lake Michigan, which is pretty bad. They call it the windy city is because of all the bullshit and hot wind that the politicians was talking during the Prohibition era. You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was actually for the weather, but okay. He said,
yeah. Walkie-talkie's telling us right there. He said, hell yeah, you see, because all the politicians back there was crooked and still crooked. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Now, I don't mind the politicians of Chicago being crooked, but just as long as them black-ass politicians right there is serving black people's interests by hook or crook. You see what I'm saying?
Right, but let me
this trip that
I gotta give them a rundown with the unhoused neighborhoods over here, real walkie-talkie in Denver. So our current mayor, he declared a state of emergency. His first week in office, that was back in July, and here it is, November, almost December. And today he said he lost about 250 to 300 people. He has a goal of housing 1,000 people by the end of the year. And real walkie-talkie, I don't see it happening. But that's what he says. He has a plan to house 1,000 by the end of the year. And then he plans to house another 1,000 by the end of next year. And it's like, no, man, this is another Hancock. It's just Hancock and white face.
Right. Exactly. So you mean to tell me that he cannot go over there?
He kept the same employees. He kept the same administration, pretty much. Majority of the city employees from Hancock are on his administration.
So which means is he didn't change none of the department heads.
Not really. I mean, I think he changed like 15 spots, maybe. But the city employs like 12,000 people.
Okay. All righty. Okay. Okay.
My
Now
big
it seems to me that
area.
what they could do is go over there to that Western stock arena you guys have over there, man, by the old Denver Coliseum, if memory serves me correct.
Yes,
Is
right up
that, man, what they could do?
arena.
They can go in there and put some heat in there.
Shabaka,
Okay.
that's a super fun site. So they're real hesitant on what they want to allow there. And they did the I-70
Oh,
expansion. They made I-70 go underground now. So back when you were here, Shabaka, like I-70 is completely different from what it was then now. It like literally goes
okay.
underground
Okay.
and it's a tunnel and they put a park on top. Remember, I was reading you the plans in the very beginning of
Right.
Shabaka's and Hands. So yeah,
Okay.
they went through with that and cost taxpayers shit billions of dollars. I know that shit cost at least several million, at least 100 million plus for that expansion with C dot and all that shit because they had that T Rex shit. You might remember that T Rex shit, Shabaka.
Okay. Enlighten me.
Okay, so like y'all have Cal, we have C dot.
Oh, California. You mean Colorado Department of Transportation?
Yeah.
And Caltrans is the California Department of Transportation.
I forgot the trans part. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Okay. Okay.
Anyway, they scraped a lot of the.
Okay.
There used to be a lot of homes located down there in Swansea. It's like uh, mainly
Mm-hmm.
brown, black people there, and
Right.
scraped a lot of those homes. Like they used to be 46. They used to run under the highway. They got rid of all
Yeah.
that. The highway literally goes underground now. Like 46 used to run underground. Now the highway runs
Mm.
underground.
Well, okay. Well, okay. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I had
Now
passed.
let me ask you this.
Hold on, Shabaka. I gotta keep an update. So instead of doing the
Mm-hmm.
sweeps like Hancock was doing, because Hancock was just sweeping them our unhoused neighbors because they're unhoused, but they're still part of the community. That was my term, my terminology, my my jargon. So they stole that, ran with that, talking about advancing Denver. So Johnson, he stole my plan along with several others, and now he calls himself
Mm-hmm.
implement these stolen plans, and he's having a hard time implementing them because they're stolen plans. These are not your ideas.
Mm-hmm.
These came from elsewhere, and we know where they came from because
Right.
we were the ones getting flyers out, and they only touched black hands. And if they got into
Mm-hmm.
his hand, it was because a nigga gave it to him. Otherwise, they were
Right.
in their hands, and a lot of them were shocked and amazed.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I not being included? Oh, you get to feel like us for a minute. You get to experience what we experienced for a
Yeah.
minute, and you're already, unsettled and uncomfortable. But yeah,
Yeah. Well, hypocrites, man, like John Hancock. You know what I'm saying? And also too. Oh, you got the professor coming up.
no, I got a whole bunch of shit lined up. So this cracker named
Okay.
Arden did a 12-minute video on homelessness in Denver. So I wanted to play that real quick. It's because
Right.
we're the only ones that's out here out west, Shabaka. So
Mm-hmm.
the arena is mainly in the south. So, but Black's
Okay.
California.
Okay. Yeah. Well, shout out there to definitely all our people down there in the South, where our blood was shed. You know, during the centuries of slavery down there.
Damn, it's having a hard time low.
Yeah.
Let me refresh it.
Okay. How's your signal where you at?
It's good. All my bars are full.
Okay, so which means is, man, this is all part of the shadow band, Brother Che, what I was talking about.
I got DuckDuckGo and ad blocker on my shit. I'm on Mozilla,
Okay.
so they don't like that. So it causes interference.
Okay. When doing a lot of that Google crap, man, I got off my phone because I went to a technician a couple of days ago, man. He just says, man, take that Google shit off, man. And so far as, 65% of that bullshit gotten off that phone.
Where's that
It
Walgreens?
was kind
You
okay.
see the-
Denver homelessness problem is out of control. And this here looks like a film from last fall or summer.
Yeah, I'm trying. I know where this is at, Sabaki. I know where it's at. I'm just trying to picture it in my mind exactly what the cross streets are, what we're looking at right now. But we're somewhere in Denver,
Mm-hmm.
and there's major encampments, and I'm trying to figure out where that Walgreens is at because that Walgreens looks mighty familiar. Oh, West Colfax. Okay. So this is West Colfax. This is,
I'm very familiar with Colfax. That's the main drag.
yeah, but this is West
Heading
Colfax.
east and west.
This is West Colfax.
Yeah, Colfax will take you halfway across the state of Colorado.
Shabaka. US 40 will take you from California to Maryland.
Whoa. Interstate 40 or US 40?
US 40 will take you from California to the East Coast.
Okay, so where's US 40 at in California?
It merges with one of the major highways. It might be 80. It's probably 80 or 15.
Okay.
Or
Okay, yeah, because 15 goes from Barstow up to all the way up to Montana.
yeah, because
To the top of Montana.
70 is 40, and then it merges with 15. So it goes to 15, and then whatever 15.
Right, because I saw when I was going up Interstate 15, I saw the beginning of I-70 right there. When I was in Denver.
US 40 go all the way
When
to on I-10. It starts as I-10 and then it merges.
Okay, and Interstate 10. Okay, so which means Interstate 10 and I-40 are one and the same because that happens sometimes.
Not I-40. US State 40.
Okay. Because I'm trying to think, okay, if I remember correctly, okay, when you get your kicks Route 66 from Chicago to LA, okay, and you will take the 40 due east. And
Yeah,
the 40 due east will take you all the way to Knoxville, Tennessee. Because Mad Dr. D used to drive that route.
Yeah, it might merge up with I-40. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, it take you from coast to coast.
Okay. Yeah, like Interstate 10.
Yeah, like 70. Minus.
Yeah, 70.
Starts in Utah, though.
Yeah, 70 starts in Utah, but I think 70 will take you all the way, man, to the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, it will. It'll take you straight to Maryland.
Yep, that'll take you to the Atlantic.
I used to study maps a lot when I was a kid, so I used to make my own maps.
Geography.
They were all black.
Okay.
I was drawing all black cities and didn't even know it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I never saw the Atlantic Ocean. I got within 10 miles of it and never saw the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow, Shabaka, I seen it. I actually dipped my toes in it. It's something else. But on video play.
Right. And then, okay.
Yeah, that's Sheridan right there. That's where the Walgreens is. Yep. So this is West Sheridan.
Okay.
Heavily drug and gang infested area. This side of town, they're more red flagging than blue flagging. There's still some blue flaggers, but there ain't too many over here. It's like Park Hill in a sense. But anyway, this is the west side. This is Sheridan's dividing line. So on this side, past him, on the other side of the light, that's Lakewood. And on this side, where I'm at right
Okay.
here, thank you, move, that's the Denver side.
Okay. Yeah, because they got a Lakewood, California too. I ain't going.
You on my side, right?
They said he ain't going.
I know the one that's yelling at him or it, whatever that is, but they got their
Okay.
shit on the sidewalk, and the brother like, you blocking up my sidewalk with this shit. And here we go.
Take a trip to Denver these days, and this is what you're going to see. Homeless people laying across the sidewalk in the middle of the day. This was on the extreme far west side of Denver near the intersection of Sheridan and West Colfax. Go any further west, and you would be in the suburb of Lakewood.
Yep.
Unfortunately, homelessness in Denver can be seen throughout the entire city. Actually, what I meant to say was the entire metro area, because you
see this type of shit, Shabaka. This is San Francisco shit. This is not Denver shit. Like San Francisco, you're literally walking over droves of people like on a daily basis. It's really bad.
Right.
But Denver's getting bad like that, and these mothers turned out on them blues. You got to be careful who you let borrow your lighter these days.
Dang.
You go to downtown Denver, don't give your lighter out. Them motherfuckers, they're gonna be holding that,
You'll never see it.
hitting the goddamn foil with the blues.
You can see it scattered throughout the suburbs as well. When it comes to the suburbs, Aurora sees one of the higher homeless populations out of all of the.
That's where Lady Chase at. So this is Aurora, and there's a big old military installation on the eastern side of it called Buckley Air Force Base. Now it's the Space Force. Oh, Google already updated it. Interesting. So now it's the Space Force.
Okay, you go.
We'll always know it as Buckley Air Force Base. And it has
Right. I've been to Buckley Air Force Base.
It has satellites. Those are satellites. Those golf balls, those giant golf balls. Those are satellites.
Yeah.
And we got NORAD
Yeah.
on the other side of the
Yeah,
city.
down there in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, we
because
got
NORAD is down there by the U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs.
we got Cheyenne Mountain, and we got Lockheed Martin.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because I think Lockheed started in California during World War II.
Yeah, but we got it out here. It is very military out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they just giving you out. So as you can see, Aurora is massive. Like there's walls off to the right, and they trying to develop all of this out. Like you see Green Valley Ranch, Shabaka. They've already started building stuff past Green Valley Ranch. Like there's like whole communities.
Damn. Yeah, because if I remember, all that there was all forest, like it was kind of like wilderness, and that's when y'all had them prairie dogs out there.
Yeah, we have prairie
poke their heads.
The prairie dog,
like
Walmart, to the east of me, they still there.
Yeah,
but
they'll dig under sidewalks.
That shit has been
out,
Shabaka. The old airport, we used to have an airport that was tuning in called Stapleton, and it was right in the heart of the
I remember Stapleton.
And now it's a yuppie gentrified Baldwin Hills suburban richie community.
Okay.
That don't
so
like
they built a community. Yeah, so they built a community over Stapleton, just like
named Stapleton. He was the mayor and the governor of the state in the city.
Okay.
In the Klan, he was a major figure in the Klan. Him and his daddy.
Oh man.
Klan, like they got a false sense of security. Must be thinking that it's lovely, breezy, and peaceful and lovely in the mile high income city. Anything but this is a layout of what Denver and Aurora look like in comparison. Google Maps, and all these areas are being developed out. Like I remember there was a time nothing passed the base, like before E470.
It was all wilderness.
There was nothing out there with wildlife in the wilderness. Like it's all developed out down there. But yeah, that's Aurora. Aurora is a suburb of Denver, but it's a whole 8-county metro area that makes up Denver.
Right.
So Aurora is one piece of that. So I'm gonna let the video continue.
Okay. All right.
Suburban cities. But anyway, we're going to mainly focus on the city of Denver for this video, as that's where the problem is at its worst. I drove throughout the entire city in July of 2022, and I've been back several times since then. Throughout the time that I've been here, the biggest thing that I noticed was that these tent cities will often move around. The reason why that happens is because residents and businesses will make a complaint to the city, and then the city will come in and clear out the homeless camp, only for the homeless camps to relocate and have another group of residents and businesses make the same complaint. Basically, it's like going in circles on a merry-go-round, and the problem never gets solved. For example, the first time that I visited, I remembered seeing a massive tent city near the South Platte River, northeast of downtown, in the 5 Points neighborhood. And I went back to that very same spot in August, so only 1 month later, and it was all cleared out. So, like, you would have had no idea that there was a tent city there just a month prior, even though the homeless population for the city was still the same. With that said, the areas of town that I saw a good amount of homeless people was pretty consistent throughout the 4 times that I visited the Mile High City. Each time I would see homelessness.
I gotta pause it, y'all. So, me and Lady Che, we have a massive suite that had happened right here. You see these luxury apartments right here?
Yeah.
These crackers that stay there, they were complaining about the shelter across the street and all the homeless people.
Right.
A massive camp that was set up, and 2 of my friends got arrested that day, both black. And
of course.
It was bad.
Man, that's no good.
They had swept like 300 people from that very spot because it goes all the way around that river. So they said we go to the river. That's what they be talking about, the Platte River. So that's where they are. And that camp had got 300. We taped major video in this camp, right? And I actually put it as a banner for the campaign. I said, it says, Hancock, where is your heart? And it has a tapestry of that. And it has an actual heart on it, like, where is your heart, Hancock? But yeah, they had it all blocked. See how they got the fencing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it all blocked off. But yeah, I just want to bring y'all attention to that. I'm gonna let the video play.
Wow, that's bad, man. And you know, like I said, they ought to have a federal law, man, that if these mayors
here
have a high amount of homelessness,
bed bug and roach infested, plumbing all fucked up, homeless shelter called. If you're ever homeless, don't go there. Just don't avoid that at all costs.
Yeah.
4 specific areas, those being in and around downtown, in the areas just east of Broadway between Colfax and the railroad tracks, anywhere along Colfax as it heads through downtown, or anywhere else throughout the city following either I-25 or I-70.
So I-70 and Peoria. Oh wow, Peoria, yeah. That's where Montbello starts, Shabaki.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Montebello. That there's where your boy Chauncey Billups was from.
No, Chauncey's from the Hill.
Oh, Park Hill. Yeah, okay, yeah, Park Hill. That's right.
He's the king.
And your girl Condoleezza Rice used to live in Park Hill too.
A whole lot of coons used to live in Park Hill, Shabaki. I'm gonna just leave it like that. Because prior to 1972, we couldn't live past Race Street.
Uh-huh. Okay.
We were
I remember Race Street.
Yeah, we were red line to that. The coon ass mayor that just left. He had a day or something devoted to it, and they had the street just this is where the red line was at on race. And they was talking about, well, you bringing up race? We literally got a race street. Oh my god! I think the mouse is behind me. Oh my god!
You do.
Oh my god, y'all! There's a mouse alive roaming through my damn crates right behind me.
You need your little gun to shoot him, man. Get your BB gun, pellet gun.
Like he's in the top crate right now.
They need to get a cat.
I need to get the hell out of here. That's what I need to do.
I feel you.
Paid my welcome in this hellhole. This is a mental ward. Everybody in this motherfucker crazy as fuck. Like I don't fuck with none of these motherfuckers. It's literally a high angle. No,
right. You doing right. Yeah, I remember Peoria Street there in Denver.
Yeah, you wouldn't recognize this Shabaka. They redid the whole thing. Like, you remember there used to be a strip mall that had nothing but black businesses?
Yeah.
Down by the Waffle House? Oh, my God, Shabaka. Oh, that's gone. That's gone. The only
man
is the Motel 6. The Denny's, the Motel 6, and the Stay Inn in the Star, which was across the street. They redid Shabaka. MLK connects with Peoria now.
Okay, I remember MLK.
Yeah, but if you remember MLK, remember it never connected with Peoria. It finally,
right, but now they connected with Peoria.
Yeah. But I'm gonna let the video play. I just have to get that.
As we all know, that highways provide sort of a barrier wall, and there's a lot of large patches of grass in between highways and rows of retail or industrial buildings that make for ideal spots for a tent city, not to mention overpasses. You know what's crazy in between all of this is that the Denver region has been seeing a record-breaking amount of tourists since 2020. In 2022, Denver saw 36.3 million visitors, which was a 15%.
I was always talking down about the town, but when your city get this many visitors in a year, that's how it's all developed out. Like this is Aurora right here, like Tech Center. That's the Denver skyline right there, all the way up, north and south.
Yeah, and there's the mountains I used to look at, looking west in the winter months.
Really, they just fly into the third busiest airport in the nation and head west on I-70 until they get into the mountains. Or maybe they're just heading up Highway 36 to Boulder to watch Coach Prime in Colorado football. But despite the massive increase in tourists, Denver has actually been losing population since 2020. And while the metro area overall continues to grow, the population growth has slowed down drastically since being one of the most popular areas to relocate to for Americans during the previous decade. Basically, once the pandemic happened, everything changed here for the worse.
Oh, that's the block. Oh, yeah, this is the spot right here. Me and Lady Che, we...
Damn.
On the opening clip, owners can pretty much go anywhere they please these days in the city of Denver. It's sad that there's so many of them, to be honest. According to the Denver Gazette, There's as many as 9,065 homeless people in the Denver metro area as of January 2023. That number was up from 6,800 the year before, which is
It's over 10,000, y'all. That's bad. It's over 10,000. Like, they're not counting all the people that's couch surfing, living in their cars, living in RVs, living in trailers. They're not counting all that shit. That point in time count is
Right.
count, and we let y'all know that. We didn't let y'all know that, and I still keep doing it. It'll literally go out 1 or 2 days in the wintertime, like the end of January or something of the new year. And they get a snap of how many homeless are out on the street. And that's what they report to the government.
And then when the winter months come, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when you guys get your bona fide snow right there, because you guys get some snow.
Chewbacca,
And
the next 6 months, we are a cold weather. 6 months out of the year, you definitely don't want to be here.
oh yeah, that is between November until about April.
Yeah. So right now,
I spent 3 winters in Denver, Colorado. Yeah, from the beginning to the end, 3 times, man. 2009, 2008, and 2012. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, 2011.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Unhoused in 2011.
Yeah,
too?
when we was working at the gym over there at the old YMCA that they tore down.
Oh, that's when I was unhoused, Chewbacca. That's when I was down to this level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost didn't graduate from behind that shit. I wasn't out in the open like this though. I was off in the cut.
Right.
You didn't know I was unhoused.
Right.
Told you.
Right. And it's nothing nice, man, you know, not having nowhere to go. That is not a good thing.
It's getting worse fast.
Then I see they poured a lot of money into the 16th Street Mall, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is 22nd, so this is to be what is 5 points. You see these monstrosities, these 12-story, 15-story buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right on them are nothing but tents, encampments. So this is where all the rocks and boulders, they got the rocks in the street right there. Those same rocks and boulders are strategically placed along this whole stretch of stout. This is stout right here.
Yeah, and they do that so the people can't pitch up tents. They was doing that in the city of Oakland too.
And monks were still pitching tents.
And
then they made the excuse it was the rats. It was the rats. Like, I got a fucking mouse in my apartment right now. It was the rats. Even bigger than the mice. And they were the ones that were the reason he swept this whole encampment his first month in office. He was like, "Oh, we got to get rid of this encampment. It's mice infested. It's rat infested."
As opposed to poverty infested.
Yeah. So on the other side of this is South Street Clinic, and that's the poor people's clinic in Denver. You don't have no.
Well, that's the long lines out there. And then also, too, I'm taking is that when that COVID hit, you know, they got enough of that vaccine for it. They got plenty of the vaccine, but not none of the other shit that you might need.
That shit.
Ooh, shit.
Make them drop like flies, but we get shadow banned for saying that. But here it is.
Oh, yeah.
This is our Skid Row, if you will.
That's an increase in slightly over 2,000 homeless people over the course of just 1 year. Now, as I mentioned earlier, most of the homelessness in the Denver metro area can be found in the city limits of Denver. And this map here illustrates that, even though you can see there's...
That was that bullshit point in time count I was just telling y'all about.
Yeah, Arapahoe County, Adams County, Jefferson County, Douglas County, and Denver County.
Yeah, we sit in 7 counties, 8 counties. Yeah, 7, because Broomfield's a county now, yeah.
Yeah.
But that point in time count was what I was trying to play it.
In the city limits of Denver. And this
one right here. So it's saying there's 9,665 people unhoused in Denver. It's double that.
Yeah, that'd be 18,000 people.
Easily. Maybe even 20,000 unhoused.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. So if you all got 20,000 unhoused, then that means Los Angeles has got to have every bit, man, of 50,000 unhoused.
When they do this bullshit, the MDHI, that's what they call it for short, the Metro Denver Homeless Initiative. It's a flawed count. They go out for 2 days in the heart of the winter and get a snapshot of Skid Row. And then they report that how many people are unhoused. That's why I said it's double that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there, because they're trying to downplay the traps.
70%.
Because you got them damn Democrats, man, who don't want to have the rest of the world seeing that America does have a homeless problem. And that also shows around the world is that America don't give a damn about people. It just cares about making money and profits, period.
Yeah, that's the capitalist system that we live under, too. But racism,
yes, sir.
trumps all of that. And there's 9 areas of human activity of which is controls. So that's Denver.
Yes, sir. And it deals with greed.
Oh, yeah, greed. Yeah, big time.
Yeah, that's that Smithsonian economics. That's that Adam Smith invisible hand theory bullshit. And what it is let everybody perceive their self-interest, man, and this here will take care of the masses, man, which in actuality it does the exact fucking opposite.
I had to read Alex Jones shit back in college, or Alex Smith shit back in college.
Yeah, Adam Smith. Yeah, the invisible hand theory. Yeah,
I read that. It was several pieces about him I have read, but yeah, I'm gonna let the video continue.
All right.
Map here illustrates that, even though you can see there's still a couple thousand spread throughout the Denver metro area outside of the city limits. It looks like Douglas County to the south is an exception. However, some other data to point out is that Boulder County saw an 84% increase in homeless.
Douglas County is a real sundown county. Like, that county is bad for us, and so is this one, Boulder. Horrible for us.
Over the last year. Now, granted, 800 is a small number, so percentages are going to exaggerate that a little bit, but it's still an increase and a concerning increase. And it's safe to say that not only the Denver area, but the state of Colorado has a pretty big homeless problem, and it's growing to be out of control. Anyway, the city of Denver, as of January 2023, had a population of 5,800 homeless. Just to show how high that number is, I'll compare Denver to some larger cities in California that have become known for their large homeless population. San Francisco, for example, had 7,700, and the city across the bay, Oakland, had somewhere between 5,000 and 6,000.
You know that low plane.
And you might be seeing more buildings like this throughout the city if Denver can't solve this issue soon. Well, now time for some more data, as according to this photo here, the Denver metro area has...
Oh, they got him. Oh, they got him. So I remember being at that same spot, at that same house, right? And the crackers that was living there were calling the police on our unhoused neighbors, and we was checking them behind that. And finally, the unhoused went up in their shit, busted out all the windows. You see that shit? The whole was busted out.
Okay, now I want to show you a correlation that you have right here on your list right here, Brother Che.
Yeah, what you think of that list?
Okay, Sacramento. Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you. San Jose at the top, right? Okay. San Francisco, number 2, right? Sacramento, number 4. Okay. All right. Now, the significance of San Jose, San Francisco, right? That's Silicon Valley, sir.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, from San Francisco to San Jose, on the Western Peninsula, as they call it, as you know, all that is Silicon Valley.
This is all the
Because
tech.
you got
All these cities got. Oh hell
yeah,
no!
so,
God damn! Oh my god!
what happened?
Roads. Oh my fucking god! I got rats and a mice and roaches.
Okay, you got roach motels.
I got that diaticomyces shit, the powder shit that's supposed to kill these motherfuckers naturally.
Right.
And I got my rays, you know, I keep some rays, and I got some Vivo.
Right. Oh, okay. And you need to get some boric acid too.
Like they don't sell that shit like that. Like a certain, you gotta go to certain.
Okay.
That shit. They don't sell that shit at the major chain.
Okay.
Trust me, I
know when I was living, because in the 1990s during the rebellion, I was living up there in Hollywood, man, had a huge roach problem. And then I laid some boric acid on the asses, man, and it damn near got rid of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I got this shit called Zevo. It kills them all.
Okay.
Night. They die.
Okay, so what you got to do is get up. Yeah, you got to get up under your sinks, and you also got to get around your shower and bathtub area.
Coming to spray again this week. They're supposed to come and spray, but they only spray a certain area, so you got to move all this shit because some motherfuckers love to hide in all kinds of spots. I haven't seen a roach in this mug. I just see it just crawling. It's around here somewhere on this table or this desk. I can't focus on that. We got to focus on this list. So we said the tech giants and what else?
Yeah, San Jose, San Francisco, though, that's tech giants area. Okay. Los Angeles, okay, as you know, that's Netflix, that's Hollywood and what have you. Sacramento, that's what Gruesome Newsom is, and that's the state capital. You know what I'm saying? And let's see. And Highway 101 will connect LA, Frisco, San Jose. Interstate 5 connects Sacramento and Los Angeles. It's a straight line down the center of the state. Mm-hmm. So that's the density of the population that's homeless in San Jose. So San Jose leads the nation in homelessness.
Yeah, per capita.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So which means is that there's where PayPal is headquartered at. That there's also too right by Stanford University and Google, because Google is in Mountain View, California, which is a suburb of San Jose.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you? Just look at that correlation right there. So them top 2 cities that you got right there, man, they lead the nation in homelessness, okay? But they got all the billions of dollars, no, the trillions of dollars that goes through there. See, that shit don't add up.
Oh my God. The mouse is right here, y'all.
So you got Mickey Mouse out there.
I just heard the motherfucker right here next to me, Shabaka. I hope I got him.
Oh, man. No.
Homelessness.
You got to get up out of there, brother. Check.
That all of the cities in the top 10 have in common is the high price of rent. While rent in Denver doesn't come close to what we see in some of the cities in California, it's still incredibly expensive. Experts say that the wage needed to rent an average 2-bedroom apartment in Denver is $32 an hour. With that said, the average renter in the region makes about $26 an hour. I hope that's not what I think it is. Sitting right outside of the Elway. Or Elways, I should say. I can't imagine that the town hero and John Elway is too thrilled about that. While the overall view of the homeless issue in Colorado is polarizing, some experts will tell you that a good portion of the homeless people in the Mile High City are victims, and some of the people who live here feel the same way. They'll say that most of them have recently had a Colorado address, and they work as they've simply been priced out of their homes and can't afford rent anywhere. They'll say that the overall view of the homeless population is negative, and it's a little bit exaggerated. Others don't believe that the negative stereotype given to homeless people in the city is exaggerated. They believe that it's their fault that they're homeless. They'll say that they did this to themselves, whether it's through abusing drugs or looking for handouts. They'll say that the work is there for those who seek it, and that there's plenty of companies around who are looking for workers. So yes, there is some real moral and political tension between the residents and the government. People don't always agree on how to solve the problem.
All right. Okay. Now, keep in mind, though, man, if you go up here and apply for these jobs, first thing they're going to ask you, what's your jail record like, right? And in some places, if you got a jail record, regardless of it is, they don't want to hire you. But some places will say, as long as you ain't got no jail record, like violence, robberies, or shit like that.
About that, have you read The Mark of the Felon?
No, I haven't.
It basically says that a white man can have a felony, not even a high school education, and still be more well off than you if you have a degree or
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Get harder for you. And right there is the peak. From Peak, I graduated from Urban Peak back in 2007.
Oh, okay.
So that's the
Let's see, what's that?
that's
I think I was in college. Yeah, 2007, I think I was in Colorado.
And then over here is South Street Clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Agree on how the problem came to be. Therefore, there's a lot of butting heads. Now, regardless of opinions, when it comes down to it, pretty much everyone agrees, regardless on the level of sympathy that one has for the homeless, that they don't want a homeless camp in their own neighborhood, as it drags down property values and homeowners get fearful of being the victim of a crime. Business owners, as if you own a business, especially one reliant on foot traffic like a restaurant or some sort of retail, and if there's a homeless camp in front of the entrance to your business, chances are that you're going to have fewer customers, much fewer customers, and we'll talk more about that shortly. In all honesty, it's almost impossible to find a quick solution to such a complex problem. Denver's new mayor, Mike Johnston, sent out an emergency declaration to tackle the homeless issue back in August of this year. Now, by law, an emergency declaration can only last for 7 days in the state of Colorado, but it was able to be extended through mid-September as the issue here is so bad. Declaring an emergency allows local and state government officials to gather up funds and other resources to try to solve this issue. It basically puts all of the effort from the state and the city into tackling this issue in particular. There's another group called the Denver Basic Income Project that's a nonprofit, which is basically giving monthly cash deposits to as many as 800 homeless people in the Mile High City in an effort to minimize the problem. There's also
none of them people that's getting that money look like us.
Damn.
How the homeless people spend the money that they are being given. So who knows how effective that program is, despite the good intentions. Hopefully it is being effective, because I truly hope that this problem can be fixed. Now, another problem that homeless camps bring to the city is the effect on the economy. Multiple businesses throughout downtown Denver have reported a decrease in...
We're rolling down Park Avenue, so this whole parking lot at one time was a big ass encampment, and the private owner that owns the parking lot, he had got the whole camp removed. It's a private owner that owns this camp, this parking lot, and across the street is where D-Hole used to be.
Damn.
You might roll by D-Hole.
Fails due to the homeless camps that sit along their street. A headline from Denver 7 reports that multiple establishments, including the Triangle Bar, the British Bulldog, which has been in operation since 1904.
Oh, you know what the Triangle Bar is.
Several downtown Denver businesses report 40% decline in sales as homeless encampments, block entrances, or what have you.
They're taking over the whole block with the tents. So they're naming these establishments, which are all on Broadway. They're all on Broadway. The Triangle Bar is right off Broadway onto Tampa, but it's like right where they meet. And then the British Bulldog, it's like right there on Stout. And the cheese meat board is like off of Arapahoe or some shit. But yeah, that's what they're talking about.
Okay.
And a place called Cheese Meat Board reported a massive decline in business due to the homeless encampments near Broadway and 20th. And with that said, I remember seeing a lot of homeless in that area, both in 2022 and in 2023 when I visited town. In fact, this drone shot here is at Curtis and 21st, which is basically 1 block away from Broadway and 20th. Anyway, these business owners say that if things don't improve, that they'll have no choice but to close up shop.
So you see that mural right there? So you got the black murals. The black people.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Well.
You got black murals. But the black people aren't in this area anymore.
Yeah. And I take it in Denver, black people make up the majority of the homeless, right?
Of the homeless, yeah.
Yeah, just like Los Angeles. Yeah. Yeah, so this is definitely, and as far as I'm concerned, and I'll say it here on the public ears, this is definitely a fucking federal conspiracy, man.
Yeah.
Targeting black men in particular, but black people in general, but black men in particular. But you got, like you said, there's a new movie that's out called Coons on the majority of these niggas.
Yep, the video.
You know.
One of the owners told Denver 7 that the street corner right outside his business smells like urine every morning. He went on to speak for other businesses on the block by saying that they all feel like they're under siege, as you can never predict what the mental state will be of some of the homeless people on a day-to-day basis. One day they might keep to themselves.
Well, this motherfucker need to go out here and be homeless, man, for about 3 days, and let's see what his mental faculties would be.
He wouldn't survive. He would not make it. He reminds me of this one cracker named Nick Johnson. He does reviews of cities, and he's a cracker. And he videotapes his experience in all these cities. He's always talking down on Denver. But yeah, that's Broadway right there, and this is Colfax. They had it blocked off. It was probably like the Taste of Colorado or something.
Now, ain't that near the city park?
Ends up laying around.
Yeah, the Civic Center Park is on the other side of that.
Okay.
This is Lincoln Park, and then across from Lincoln Park is
Okay.
the State Capitol building.
Oh, okay. Okay. And that there, I think it's on Colfax and what was that street?
See?
Yeah, I'm familiar with that because that's the state capitol right there where you got the arrow at.
Are you familiar with the other one on the left?
I think that's City Hall.
No, that's the cathedral.
Oh, okay.
No, City Hall is back past the kitchen. Like they all line up, like the state capitol and
Yeah.
city building. They line up, like literally
Okay.
walk from the state capitol to the city and county building.
Yeah, because I think they're across the street from each other, if I'm not mistaken.
A couple of streets to distance.
Yeah.
And now you can't
Okay.
even drive in front of the city and county building. Because remember,
Okay.
when we first got started with Frontline Black News, me and Lady Che was telling you that
Yeah.
somebody drove up to the door of
Yeah.
the city hall looking for Hancock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he had these big ass boulders put in front of the city and county building to avoid.
Punk ass motherfucker.
He drove a whole truck like a damn fucking army style tanker to his fucking door, and he couldn't have that. So he put these damn big ass Lego blocks. They look like Legos, the big ass cinder blocks in front of the building.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've seen them do in parts of Los Angeles doing that. Where the LA County Sheriff had came out there and started towing all the RVs.
In these homeless camps,
they had RVs out there where people were living in them, man, like for about a couple of miles.
That's the library.
And then the LA County Sheriff.
You remember the system?
Yeah, I remember the library. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the library right there.
Mm-hmm. And I see they put a great big fence around it.
Is that they'll try to hire new employees, but they'll show up and deny the offer after the interview due to not feeling safe working at these places with the amount of homeless around. With that said, if Denver is unable to solve this issue soon, then the Mile High City could start looking like the Motor City really quick, as business owners eventually will just be fed up with the problem and they'll just close and move to the suburbs. And
that's Detroit.
With what happened with Detroit.
Yeah, our colleague, Sister Badia, she's there in Detroit.
It really seems like it sometimes. But for now,
it is a typewriter building.
Looking neighborhoods. Hopefully it can stay that way. And upcoming, I have 28 videos where I go through the entire city of Denver, showcasing every neighborhood inside of the city. I'll explain not only what these neighborhoods are like to live in, but also the history and economic makeup of the city as well. So make sure to stay tuned for all of that. With that said, I do end the video here. And make sure...
That's the state capitol.
Yeah, that's the state capitol, yeah. And then toward the bottom is where the city and county building would be, but you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the other side because there's Lincoln Park in the middle. And then on this side is Civic Center. And on the other side of Civic Center Park is the city and county building.
Right.
That was the old courthouse.
Okay.
Before the lynch.
And then I know you guys had, a U.S. Mint there too.
Yeah, that's like right next to the Mint. Like the jail, the Mint, and something else are like within blocks distance of each other.
Yeah. Yeah, because Denver is also the state capital of Colorado.
Denver at 24.
All right, let me get to the comments. I can't see on my laptop like I can on Living Chase. Let's see. Got Deacon in the building. Shout out to Deacon. He better want me to drop the link. He must have dropped off. I-70 will take you to the show. Wow. Real walkie-talkie. got Deacon. He said Che. Hell yeah. You saw know everybody in the chat, I guess.
Yeah, E-Bizzle. Yeah. Deacon of Reality. Shabaka 100%. All right, Deacon of Reality. Yeah. Be safe out there, Che. Somebody with you, though.
Yeah, face palm.
See somebody to see. Yeah, see the brother got an emoji up there. I can't make it out. He's saying, wow.
It's a face palm, Shabaka. Yeah.
It's a FaceTime.
A face palm, like you palm your face with your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so this next one, there was another encampment that they cleared out. It was in that same area they just showed. So I'm gonna it says Denver sweeps homeless encampment on 24th in Arapahoe.
Okay.
That's downtown.
Yeah, I've been on the Arapahoe.
In the heart of the town.
Yeah.
Arapahoe, this is time running out on the mayor's goal to get 1,000 people off the street by the end of the year. The city dashboard showing that 275 people have moved into permanent housing. That's about 20.
Dashboard or stuff online, and that's supposed to be the gauge on if you're gonna make 1,000 or not.
.7% of the goal. Officials say that people living here.
They said he made 70% of the goal. Yeah, right. That's a damn lie. I know it, Lady Shay know it. The people that's actually out there on the streets right now know it. Like, so sleeping them, he's putting them in hotel rooms.
Yeah, and what it is just like I was arguing with that asshole up there on that mayor's page, Johnson, saying is, man, they need to take some of them abandoned office buildings and put the homeless people in there for a minute. And then I'm arguing with this asshole who's telling me.
Sabaki, remember that where the Radio Shack used to be on the 16th Street Mall?
Yeah.
That whole building is being converted into housing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a move in the right direction, but they're not doing what they should be doing, man. It's because what they need to be doing is taxing all them damn millionaires for that shit, man. It's because they're the ones who benefit greatly off the homeless. And what I mean by that is them taking away all the jobs and disqualifying these people because they are homeless, not to give them jobs. You see what I'm saying? And what they're trying to do is that they want the whole damn population to go out here and work for McDonald's and Burger King and all that shit, man, where you ain't gonna make ends meet, or you on a sliding scale to stay home. Now, you know what I mean by a sliding scale, right?
Yes, Shabaki. But I'm
okay, yeah.
Video, Shabaki. So they got this homeless suite on.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I see how much power this headset got. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm using this Bluetooth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker just
called. As opposed to a plug-in. Yeah, Brother Che, you gotta get you a little pellet gun or BB gun, man, and just start shooting the motherfuckers when you see them.
Oh, this was a roach, Shabaki. This motherfucker just crawled right by me on the desk. I just sprayed his ass off. I'm looking for my flashlight. I got this big ass flashlight with the it's like a police light down there. So
yeah.
I'll be finding them motherfuckers. And I got traps all around this mud. The trap's been working, but not as well as I would like.
Okay, what about the Roach Motel?
I don't have those currently. I got these sticky traps.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. This one right here is all black too. It's a husky.
Mm-hmm. Well.
It's bright as hell, see?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm gonna finish the video,
Okay.
and then I got another
All right.
video behind it.
Okay.
Will be offered housing, and outreach teams will be out there as well to help them move. Nearby businesses say that they're relieved.
For the past, I would say 5 months, we've had the homeless living right out here on the Arapahoe side of our property. So the building has 223 apartments, and right now we're sitting at 50 vacancies.
That's over there by Red Line, Shabaki. You remember Red Line?
Mm-hmm.
The art
Yeah.
art gallery? Yeah. That's what they're talking about. That's right there across the street from her. They had a big old encampment there that they cleared out.
Well, I'm seeing the police over there too.
Yeah, this is a typical sweep, except they're going from to a hotel room.
We've had about 2 more people move out within the last few months because they're afraid to live here.
Just a few weeks ago, the mayor's office said that it is on track to meet the House 1,000 goal by the end of the year, citing work on new housing options. We reached out this morning to see the pace and what the price tag is at this point. We heard on those answers yet.
I've seen them, Shabaki. I found that little mother.
Earlier today, a different shooting, this one outside of a downtown Denver post office and a hospital. Right now, police are still searching for a suspect.
This happened in an area where a large encampment has been growing over the last few months.
I spoke to one woman who says she's concerned for her friends who work at that post office and for anyone who's coming to use it. Driving down 20th near Curtis Street in downtown Denver, it's hard to imagine this area is supposed to be closed to camping. Yet, after a city organized sweep earlier this month that brought 61 people indoors, the mayor's office released this statement saying the area of Broadway, Curtis, 20th, and Arapahoe are permanently closed to any camping.
They're just kind of shuffling them around instead of taking care of the problem.
Diana Brock says she's been increasingly concerned about this growing encampment right outside of the U.S. Post Office. She says she knows employees who work there who are also worried for their safety.
They have to load up their trucks once they get the mail and packages, and they have to look and see all this that's going on and deal with it.
She took this cell phone video of the area a few days ago, and this is what it looked like this morning. Police walking through the encampment while they investigated a shooting that sent one person to the hospital. Denver police tell us so far there have not been any arrests. Brock worries that safety in the area isn't being prioritized enough by Denver Mayor Mike Johnston's homeless initiative.
He's not taking care of the people who work down there, who have to deliver mail around there, who come in to get their mail and their packages. I know it takes time, but when that many people are affected in one block by a situation, you need to hit it with gangbusters, and just get all your forces and get out there and remedy the situation.
I did reach out today to the mayor's office and the United States Postal Services about the safety concerns in that area. As of tonight, we haven't heard back just yet.
And going in depth, this past week, the city announced the groundbreaking for a homelessness micro-community of about 44 tiny homes. This one will be on Elati Street near West 14th Avenue, across the street from the Lindsay Flanagan Courthouse. It's part of Mayor Johnson's plan to get 1,000 people off the streets by the end of the year. Now, according to the city's progress dashboard, there have been 275 people housed since July. Some types of housing include converted hotels, micro-communities, and shelters. There's a community information meeting discussing a proposed shelter at the Comfort Inn on Quebec Street That will be next Tuesday, November 28th, from 5:30 to 6:30 at Martin Luther King Jr. Recreation Center on Newport Street. And you can also listen to the meeting online on the city's website.
Oh shit, that's right by my house. That's right up the street.
Mm.
Yeah, the last one I went to, y'all, I shut that ish down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what's your thoughts on what you watched so far?
Oh man, this is tragedy, man. And what it is, man, is that not only is this here happening in Denver, it's happening all across the United States, mainly in the major cities. And the more that these immigrants come in here, as Dr. Claude Anderson said, man, the more and more that we as the people are going to be marginalized and affected heavily, by this homeless crisis and what have you. They experiment on us, man. You know what I'm saying? They always want to give us operations we don't need. They always want to put us in jail. They want to keep us homeless. And if this ain't a goddamn conspiracy, man, I don't know which way it's up. I'm talking about against us, because these other groups can go hold their own nuts. We ain't caping for these other groups no more, because we as a people are in a state of emergency.
That's right.
We do not have time. And we do not have time to worry about these other groups, man, because they sure in the hell don't give a big goddamn about us, and that's real.
Yeah, so remember they was talking about the homeless emergency?
Yeah.
Well, council had to vote on it, and they had proposed all these amendments, and Johnson shot down like 90% of them. But what he kept...
He vetoed them. Yeah.
They didn't have in order for it to pass for the budget for 2024,
yeah,
you had to have 9+ votes.
Right. Yeah, because I think for you to override the veto, you have to do it by 66%.
But I might have to pull up the video from the last city council meeting, because they did the vote at the very end, and I didn't get the number.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got 9 votes on it. It was for house and rental assistance.
Okay. Now, how many council members do you have there in Denver? Okay. Do you guys got 8,
11,
10, or 12?
13.
11. Okay. And
It's
13 is council at large.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn. Well, it sounds like to me, man, if we can get some funding off this podcast, man, and what we're doing right here, man, we're going to start launching some fucking recalls there in the city of Denver.
Right. I forgot what I was going to look up about here. What did I say I was going to look at?
Okay, I still think, man, that you had the, okay, didn't you have your itinerary wrote down?
Yeah, but it was something I was going to look up, and I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
I got to find my cue.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about the homeless emergency. So,
yeah.
I'm going to play that video real quick. It's real short.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Kathy. And later tonight, Denver City Council will consider whether to extend its homelessness emergency declaration. It would speed up the city's response to the situation. Denver Mayor Mike Johnston has a goal to get 1,000 people off the streets by the end of the year. So far, the city says 224 people are in shelter. Less than a quarter of the mayor's goals. The emergency declaration activates the Emergency Ops Center and allows for faster permitting for affordable housing. Johnston's team wants to set up micro-community shelters in each council district, though in the last few weeks, they have canceled 3 of the planned locations.
You got that shit from me. I said on Frontline Black News, revolutionary agenda and Black this man's ass. We literally had 4 years of work drafted, me and Lady Che, for the campaign. They stole that shit from us. We weren't calling them market. That was not our terminology for it. Because it wasn't no one side. Oh, we're just going to buy a bunch of tough sets like the Nemesis said. I know we actually to have it where whatever you could afford, that's what you got. So if you could afford a tiny home, that's what you got. If you could afford a one bedroom, that's what you got. But no, these ones want to put everybody in goddamn tough sheds.
Damn.
Talking about that air conditioning and they have ventilation. That's a goddamn lie.
Yeah. Yeah, so they got a bunch of abandoned miniums out there.
Yeah, so I was trying to find a vote. That's what I was trying to find. But this, they were talking about that migrant encampment. Now they got the babies, and they want us to feel sorry for that shit. It's like if you don't go somewhere, it's bullshit.
Yeah, now the babies is innocent, but I do see your point, Brother Chase, because like out there in Oakland, when we got hit with like about 29 degrees, man, and a huge rainstorm came in, and a young woman and her 2-year-old baby was out there, man, in the elements, man, and the baby died.
Oh my God.
So you know what the state of California and the city of Oakland did, don't you? What they did with the mother?
They killed her.
If they didn't, they might as well have, because, you know, she got charged, man, you know, with child endangerment, then with it being a fatality, man, that enhances the crime even more. So on that single charge right there, they could have struck that woman out.
Yeah. I'm going to let the video play, Shapiro.
Find an effort to help people living at a migrant encampment located.
Trying to make us feel sorry for these motherfuckers. Nobody told you to bring your
32 children.
Nobody asked you to bring your ass here. You come to one of the coldest cities in the country.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to feel sorry.
Fuck the migrants. Yeah, fuck the migrants. Until they give us our goddamn reparations, man, they can kiss our ass, man. And fuck all these sorry black ass politicians, man, from LA to New York that feel sorry for these motherfuckers, man. Fuck them, man.
The whole frontline campaign.
We can't cape. Yeah, we can't cape for these motherfuckers no more, man.
Nope, the cape is off. So the cape been off for 4 years.
Yes, sir. We can't do it no more. And any motherfuckers out there to call into Shabbat's Black Experience Enhanced, you know, this Tuesday, 6 p.m. in the West, 9 p.m. in the East. The number is 516-418-5996. If you don't dig what the hell I just said, get with me on Tuesday night and call in. We'll let you talk.
I hear this motherfucker squilling, Shabbat.
Who, the mouse?
Yes.
So that means he's trapped somewhere, man. You got some of that, stick him down there, man, and get him.
Yeah, I got traps all over. I'm surrounded by traps.
Oh, okay, then he probably got caught in one. Fuck the mouse.
Yeah, he in one of these goddamn crates behind me. I hear his ass squilling, whining and shit. These crackers trying to make us feel sorry for these goddamn migrants.
No, man, fuck these migrants, man. You see, Brother Check, and before you people go up there, want to report our side and say this is racism and all that. No, it's not. We got to preserve ourselves. See, right now, with this migrant situation, With this homeless situation right there, we definitely got to emphasize what Garvey said over 100 years ago: race first.
Well, we have to preserve a future for Black babies.
No, that's what I'm talking about. And for that right there. So, migrant encampments where families, children grow to death and hit the goddamn parents with child neglect. That's all. That's what you would do to Black people.
Right.
And I feel sorry for those babies that have to go off into foster care.
Yeah.
See?
It's a sad state of affairs, Shabaka, but nobody asked they asked to come here.
Yeah, exactly.
Except Biden. We're still waiting on you, Biden.
Exactly.
Still Biden.
Oh, yeah, and we still wait. Yeah, and we ain't had now one of you damn Biden supporters give us a call. And the number to call in is 516-418-5996 and get with us on Tuesday night, this upcoming Tuesday.
Look, Shabaka, look at the screen.
6 p.m.
That's a councilwoman.
Yeah.
And she's taking her whole staff down to the encampment.
Okay, well, at least she's doing that, man. That's a step in the right direction. She got them taking notes. Hopefully they're taking notes of what they're seeing and probably giving a rough estimate of how many women and children are out there.
Yeah,
compared to the men.
They're doing this for the migrants.
Yeah. That's the shit that gets me.
With the mayor. So that's not something I've heard. Where would they go?
Or something that you want?
No, they're newcomers to our community, and I have a group of moms who have been helping support this encampment, providing food, providing a lot of the donations that we're seeing. So as of right now, no.
What's it like for you to see something like this?
It's heartbreaking. Yeah.
For migrants, not citizens, migrants.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shelters. And my homeboy told me they're not taking no more clients for case management with CCH.
Mm-hmm.
So you're fucked. Now, if you're unhoused and you don't have a case manager, you're good luck getting housed. It's just not going to happen. Unless you have serious money or something, but outside of that, no.
Yeah, it's cold. Trouble.
It's very cold. So they need to move us out of this motherfucking raggedy infested motherfucker and put us in that newly purchased city-owned property.
Right.
And bulldoze this to the ground. This shit got to go. Yeah,
right.
It's made its welcome.
Yeah, and if you got roaches in there, man, then I can just imagine, man, where their main den is, where they would have millions of them. It's probably in the basement.
I know.
At the foundation.
Oh, yeah. Well, right behind it is another motel called the Super 8. That whole fucking place is infested too.
Oh, okay. So now what they got over there, man, they got a damn food chain or a supply chain or a route that they take them from the Super 8 to over where you're at.
And right between them is Chick-fil-A.
Oh, now that explains everything. Because they got the garbage right there that they feed off of coming out the restaurant.
Yep, and they got the garbage that they feed off over here.
Mm-hmm.
Because these motherfuckers just try to throw the trash out the window. Like that's where I live. I live in a cycle. Everybody crazy as fuck here. That's why it's literally
I remember, man.
And no.
There was this place called the Hotel Cecil in Los Angeles, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was so fucked up, man. People go up there on the 15th floor and throw all their bottles and trash and shit out the fucking window.
Fox starting now.
Santé, thank you. We're told that Texas has bused more than 3,200 migrants to Denver since May, according to the
3,200 migrants bus from Texas. Migrants in 9 city facilities, 1,966, and 27,221 served by Denver. So that's 27,000, 2,000, 29,000, 3,000.
They
So
want
which
to
means
get
you got 35.
Denver. Now they
Yeah.
want to get out of Denver. The latest is they want to get them out of Denver now. They're talking about they got a one-way
Yeah.
ticket, probably to South Central LA or South LA.
Or downtown LA, because that's where the Greyhound is.
Yeah. So here is
And train station.
this emergency declaration, but I was trying to pull up the vote from it. Let me stop sharing the screen so I can do that. Old lady Chase in the building. Twins in the building. Shout out to Twin. It's Twin. I guess it's hot as hell in here. My heat works. That's good.
Yeah, that's damn good. I'm still here, big bro. Deacons of Reality. Yeah, appreciate you there, brother Deacon. You know what I'm saying? This is some sad shit. Attack the roaches. Attack of the roaches, brother got right there. The seduction doll, she wants you to drop the link. Okay.
Oh, that's not it. All right. And then we got E Bezel again. Oh, Twin. Twins Flames.
Twin Pyramid saying we're on fire. Yeah, appreciate you there. Twin Pyramid. And definitely, folks, check with us on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced this coming Tuesday night, 6 p.m. in the Pacific, 7 p.m. in the mountains, 8 p.m. for those in the Central Time Zone, and 9 p.m. for those of you in the East. So in the whole Great Lakes region, which is Detroit, Cleveland, Buffalo, New York, will be on between 8 and 9 p.m. in your, 8 and 10 p.m. in your respective areas. E-Bizzle, greetings, E-Bizzle. No more rats and roaches. I know that's right.
I know, Deacon. They got to go. I got to get the hell up out of here. My homeboy said I could get a spot on the web, but I can't do it. I just got done moving him. He told me it was going to be a 2-hour move, and this shit turned into a 6-hour move.
Damn.
But it was fun. It was a good adventure. All right, back.
Thank you. Did you get my message? I'm sorry to take a little quick second. Did you get the message?
I haven't listened to it, no.
It's important. Put yourself on mute and then listen to it a little bit. We can. It's important. I'm sorry, what are y'all talking about now?
Unhoused Neighbor News and Unhoused Neighbor Stories.
The first topic?
Yes.
Did you not talk about nothing else?
No. That's what we've been talking about this whole time.
Hell no. We got this whole time. Why?
Because it's the first topic.
Okay, it's 2 hours later.
I ain't been on no damn 2 hours. Oh, shit.
Yeah, we have 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 54 seconds.
Y'all are tripping.
What
have y'all been talking about for 2 hours?
House.
Holy shit. Tripping, both of you. Just because it's Sunday. Pull it together. Monday morning now. Pull it together.
Show viewers what it looked like out here.
Oh man, can I at least get in on this subject? Because you're going to have to shut it down soon.
Yeah, I was talking about
Yeah.
But I had a couple more videos I wanted to play, but go ahead, Lady Shay. Or the mouse ramage just do my part.
I think I covered it on the RVA, which was just the other day. I showed everything that was going on pretty much for the most part. Um, I had plans. Sorry, everybody, I'm off camera. Let's just open up. I'm back, and Lady changed the next stuff back. I'm not really trying to. I wasn't trying to be here this long, but I have an emergency situation that I had to message Jesse for real quick. But I got on. I didn't even know y'all were still here, so let me brief you. Last week we let them have it.
Oh, I was trying to pull up. That's what I was trying to pull up the meeting.
I already did that. I did that on the RVA, remember?
No, the meeting.
What meeting?
We didn't have the video then.
What meeting?
We did the RVA, the last city council meeting.
Yeah, I showed it on the RVA.
The video was up?
Yeah, I showed it on the RVA.
Of the vote.
But can I share the screen? Can I just share the screen? Because I covered it all. Can I share the screen, brother? Yeah. All right, bet. So let me just open it up. Just stay right there. Get ready to share the screen. Because I'm family. Let me pull this up real quick while I let Jesse in on this thing. It's not that. Yeah, hold on a second, Jesse. It's not that we're not what the fuck is this? Drop an ad blocker.
I guess you might be on my shit.
Nah, let me take that down. All right. So I have a couple of things I'm gonna read. So y'all can't see, but to help Jesse out with this neighbor news situation. However, I wanted to show.
Just send me the link so I can share the screen.
Yeah, hold on a sec, Jesse. I'm in there. Hold on. Can I share the screen? Because I have access to it. Just one second. Just 1 second, Jesse. Hold on. I'm not there yet. Hold on, sir. Hold on, please. Sorry, family. No, we're not big. I just got on real quick and you just happened to be on the same subject, the same topic I was supposed to talk about. But because I've been very, very sick. What the? Did you unplug Did you unplug the keyboard, guys?
No.
How's the keyboard? Hold on 1 second, family. Don't worry. Just hold on. Give me a second. Because it knows how hard it is for me to get over here. Hold on a second. All right. Hold on a second. It won't let me. This is the keyboard or what? Did you move the keyboard?
No.
Did you move the cord on the keyboard?
No.
You didn't plug it in on the bottom?
I think he did that.
Oh my God! No wonder. It wasn't even working for you then, huh?
It was working, but initially it wasn't working.
Oh my God! Hold on a second. Community computer, family. Okay, bam, now it's working. All right. I haven't been in my room for the last the last week or so. I've been kind of stranded in the living room. I want to say that because my active. Hold on, Jesse. Jesus, you've been talking for like 2 hours. Give me a minute. I've been over there stranded in the living room because apparently I'm in active congestive heart failure, and it's real serious. So I can't really be getting upset all the time and I calm down. And it just happened to be that I got stuck over there. When did I do it? 4 days ago. Okay, back. Hold on a second, Jesse. Just 1 second. I'm just gonna fast forward it to the. I'm setting the video up so I can show it so that we don't have to we don't have to go through a lot, okay? All right, hold on 1 second. Just 1 second. me see. Anyway, so family, because I'm in active heart failure, I have to be very careful. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Ted. I have to be very careful. It just can't be thinking I'm just gonna move around and I'm gonna do all this stuff and share screen. Okay, bam. All right, bet. Hold on, Jesse. You just got to approve it. Okay. Here we go. There you go. I got control over here on this side. This right here that I'm sharing. Let me know when you got it, Jesse. Okay. Because I covered it. You got it?
I want to get to the vote, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be quick. Jesse, I just want to give the people some context. Okay? I already. Okay, man. Thank you. Don't stop me, man. Don't stop me. All right, man. Jesse has to give you the center of fucking attention. That's what happens when you're like the man of the city. So here we go. This is a context to what Jesse was talking about, right? You talking about the Cole Chandler and all that extra shit, right?
Yeah.
All right, man. And you already opened it up, so everybody know what we're talking about with they wanted to extend it. We didn't want that to happen, right?
Yes. No. I talked about the emergency.
All right, I got you. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Gonzalez Gutierrez.
41, 23, 15, 42, 23, 15, 43, 23, 15, 44, 23, 15.
Was a resident at.
So we laid out
And
a
there's
plan
a lot of
to deploy
racism
an encampment
and
resolution
danger
program
for
and
black
to
people.
bring forward hotels in the pipeline and to scale micro community models and to leverage existing housing resources.
Yeah, that's Cole Chandler.
Towards the goal.
We did an interview. Well, we probably have Dwayne Peterson.
We didn't have to live in
I'm working through right now because that's part of my job with the Frontline campaign. Working it through with that brother to come back up on the RVA, which is well now as the vision is imploding in front of y'all. It's happening in front of y'all. I'm hoping that the brother will come back on the platform that we are on right now, so that he could go ahead and tell us, because for the last what has it been, like maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we've been getting all the emails from Mr. Peterson, right? He's been going in. He's been going at this man, the CDC, or just Colorado, or Community Village Collaboratives or whatever. But there's a lot to it, right? And so on the RVA, which was 4 days ago, not only did I do this long 2-hour session where I was giving my thoughts about a certain other particular incident, but after that, we started to get into the homeless and the migration and whatnot. And this was the shit that me and Jesse had been very upset about because, like I said, Jesse has been saying, like we've been saying, you can't properly run a motherfucking stolen plan if you don't got the whole plan. You can't do this whole white boy swoop in on a half fucking sorted plan, steal the black people's fucking idea to run for mayor, and what they gonna do, and then try to run it yourself. And then, of course, we wish for your failure. It is not benefiting us. Years back, it was terror. It was destroying our work, and it was making us very angry because everyone wants to call us liars and we're this and we're that. But as Jesse had said, after the election, you're not going nowhere with this. And I was like, I'm gonna sink your battleship. So this is what the Frontline campaign does.
City,
1,500
people lived on the streets.
This motherfucker, I'm trying to run
with that, and we've all worked.
I'm running my show in conjunction, so
to bring people indoors. I'm here tonight because we've made progress towards this goal, and I want to report on a bit of that progress, some of what we're proud of. We're proud that over the last several months, we have already pieced together about 800 units into the pipeline that we're going to be bringing online. We're proud that through partnership.
Keep in mind, Belly, I'm just going to let this roll for a few seconds, or maybe like 2-3 minutes, and then I'm going to move it along. This is just what the people need to know is that, motherfuckers be lying and they think that I'm white and I say so shouldn't affect the people, but it always affects the people. And yet white supremacy always, kind of gets their way in certain. So he's going to give this little speech, but I'm gonna let it play for a few moments because I did a lot of work on this.
Partnership from the state, we've been able to galvanize about $27 million.
That's what he's saying, but the reality is that's
because of the work of the Department of Housing Stability, we've been able to bring that into the city of Denver to deploy towards these efforts. And we're proud that as of today, 225 people have come indoors off the streets and out of encampment through these efforts. Prior to our administration moving into office on July 17th, the city of Denver had never before closed an encampment through housing options, hotel options, sheltering options, micro-community options. We had never done that. For years, advocates, I was an advocate once before I was in this role, advocates were on the streets saying, why are we moving people along? Where do we have people to move along to? We were never able to link an encampment closure to back end housing.
I said that. I give you credit.
We've done that twice now. We'll do it for the third time this week.
This is a section all about you, mister.
And LA, Mayor Karen Bass on her first day in office, much like Mayor.
Oh, is that fool?
Coach Chandler.
Jeff Fox right there.
Nah, not all black people looking like Shabaka. But all goons people like.
That's incredible progress. We're doing that in a city where there are 30,000
We got about that much with the migrants now. Look at this. Hey, Jesse, you know what? You said that and I didn't believe it until I watched the video. I didn't see it. Look at the side. Has 15 of our actual people. 11 about the in the back. I didn't believe you. Yeah, no, I didn't believe you when you told me because I couldn't see it. But look at the sign.
We're committed to continuing to work and ultimately we're
to stop the mayor, protect the neighborhood.
For our unhoused residents and our house residents alike.
I didn't believe you because I didn't believe you. I didn't know you was holding the sign.
That this is our last request for this emergency.
It would have to be because Craig knew he was on. They want to go till January. Still feeling December for white man.
And provide your support for this.
I get the opportunity. I put a tent on his patio porch. And we can hold hands in it. And he can tell me all about his mess smoking partner who died. And that's why I went on this whole tirade. I got open ear just for Craig.
We will start online with Jill Osa.
Fast forward to our person.
Probably had to say something, you know.
Good evening, City Council. My name is Jill Osa, and I own a single-family home that shares a property line with the now-removed micro-community site on Yale Avenue. I humbly ask you to vote no on the emergency declaration this evening. The emergency declaration against homelessness in Denver has raised concerns and sparked debate about its effectiveness and the impact it has on homeless populations in the community.
They'll hear us talking shit in the background.
There are valid arguments
forget where we're at.
The emergency declaration and focusing on more sustainable and comprehensive solutions.
That was really weird.
The current approach is counterproductive because we are moving too fast.
Fast forward to your part.
But anywhere that
this is just. I'm sorry for y'all can hear it, but I'm trying to really loud so you can hear it.
Oh, so you can't hear me on the recording?
Yeah, you can hear it, but you can't hear it. You know, it's kind of low.
Back to Zoom for Jesse Paris.
I think it's on purpose.
Yes, good evening, members of the council, those watching at home, those in the council chambers. My name is Jesse Sean Paris, and I represent for Black Star Action Movement for Self-Defense, Positive Action Commitment to Social Change, as well as the Unity Party of Colorado, the Northeast Denver Residents Council, Frontline Black News, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced.
We're all born to sit on, too, you know.
And I reside in
Sorry for the three platforms.
District 8 at the Roach, Bedbug, and Mice-infested Fusion Studios. That is owned by CCH.
It's a service provider.
As far as this declaration, it sounds good on paper. It really did sound good on paper. Having ran against Mike Johnson and like 20 other people that were put up against me in the mayor's race, I literally had a plan to house people. That plan was stolen and co-opted by several candidates, including Mike Johnson. So basically, their whole plan was stolen from me. So why they're having a hard time implementing it, those watching at home and those in the council chambers, because it's a stolen idea, it's a stolen plan. Just like unhoused neighbors was a stolen term and terminology, same thing applies with this plan. So there was really no plan to begin with the Johnson administration. They just were saying whatever they thought would get them elected, and it worked. Y'all got bamboozled and hoodwinked. I don't want to hear any voter remorse because it's what y'all chose.
Right.
So, with that being said, if Johnson wants to actually get on a good footing with this, he would hire me and my lady Brandy Majors to head host housing departments instead of putting Cole Chandler in charge. Chandler has no idea what he's talking about. Coach Chandler is literally a gentrifying yuppie, parts unknown, and then try to infiltrate the unhoused advocate community of which I belong to. As you can see, my shirt says Rights, Dignity, and Housing. I'm one of the founding members of Denver Homeless Out Loud, now Housing Action Network. So I've been doing this for a decade. So when he came in, he didn't know what was going on. He tried to co-opt what we had going on. And just like the city co-opted the tiny home villages and the safe outdoor camps, the same thing applies to this plan. And this is why it's not being implemented. And he's not going to be able to get it done by the end of the year because it's not his plan. So I would ask you to vote no on this. Because remember in 2019, y'all said that we can do better. And Initiative 300 wasn't the answer. Ain't none of y'all talking about repealing the urban camper ban. Ain't none of y'all talking about providing more permanent supportive housing in the city. Ain't none of y'all talking about housing our actual citizens here. So yeah, until y'all get y'all priorities straight, vote no on this. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Brandy Major.
Oh yeah, that's just I could get over there on the thing right because I was having some problems. I was delivering. Yeah, that's me. Deliver fast forward. I was having technical difficulties. There you go. There you go. My eyes.
Letting me speak at your meeting tonight.
they had a camera. I was rolling my eyes. Yeah, these ever see me on the backside. I was rolling my eyes.
I'm sorry about that, Council. Thank you for having me, Brandy Marie.
It's like you're talking twice.
Yeah. I was not talking right now. I'll play this right now. I was like I was explaining. I was in the front room. Jesse was in the back room, and we got it set up on the Zoom where the flag in the bag is a flag from the Blacc House, and we use it as a virtual background on Zoom, so they have a good feeling that we're serious. You know what I mean? When we mean what we say, they hate that. They hate that Black Power shit. Yeah, they hate that. They hate it. They hate it. They hate it. But we love it. Anything that makes them upset, we love 10 times more, right? So Jesse's in my room. And he was working. I had just got out of the hospital, so I came home, and this is me. It is with me giving him that work, sick in the front room. Here we go.
Majors.
I was
I just
reading.
got like 5 little quick points.
I was reading paper.
Right. For 8 years, y'all couldn't house 1,500 people. Now you got 1,500 people plus 20-something thousand homeless migrants on top of that. Right? So
Nobody wanted to bring that part up.
Just 1,000 was real ambitious, but he didn't have a plan. You know that for a fact. He didn't have a plan. You can't have a plan without the people that created the plan to house all these people with realistic plans for options, right? That were actually viable. You can't have that. You can't just be throwing out plans and thinking it's going to work and putting all kinds of micro communities overpopulating other areas that obviously don't want these people there. It's a real serious situation.
Right.
Plus, you got half of the old administration still on this new administration, i.e., example, Cole Chandler, right? All these programs that you're still funding, they're no good. None of them have been good. CCH, I've been saying that shit needed to be. Excuse me, that needed to be scrapped. I apologize. I didn't cuss. Well, I'm glad they finally seen that. He's come to a realization that, he's not going to reach his 1,000 goal. We've been saying that.
I want to address the narrative of addiction and mental health. Okay, it's propaganda to being unhoused. Poverty and loss causes homelessness. Mental health collapse is due to shaming and criminalization for lack for lack of resources and lack thereof. Okay, and addiction comes from those things from trying to keep yourself awake and safe all night long and having to keep moving around because you can't fall asleep anywhere. You can't cover yourself with a blanket or a tarp. So you constantly have to be moving around, shifting from place to place to place. And we all know that. I can speak from experience because I've lived through the most of that in Cappy Band, through still in Cappy Band, on the streets of Five Points in the East Side. Okay, on the streets, it's documented. So I can speak to why this happens. So you keep addressing mental health and addiction. It's just propaganda for the fact that you can't, address the real serious root causes that you caused the people to be homeless. You defrauded the people. You cheated the people, and that's why they're homeless, right? And now you can't give an adequate living, livable wage to them. And now you want to blame them and criminalize them and keep shuffling them around. And that's terrible. So shame on you. I also want to say one last tiny little thing. The Capitol building to post protect putting up posts to protect protesters. That's a lie. You just don't want to face the people, and you don't want the people in your face when you're messing with them, and when you keep doing wrong to them like benign neglect. That's why you want to put these posts up. It's not for the safety of the people.
Thank you,
It's so that you
Brandy.
don't have to see them.
Thank you,
Thank
Brandy.
you.
That's your time. Our
I
next
just got out the
speaker signed
hospital,
up is
Sally.
Helen Orr. Well, we're getting you
I
information.
know, forward to where they start cussing about. And she's like, "Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Brandy. That's enough, Brandy."
Being utilized in this kind of way. And so that is sort of that's what the portfolio looks like in that part of town for us right now. We're really focused on other parts of town for this effort as it moves forward.
What you didn't mention, and when you say that the entire community has been reached out to, that's not accurate. I live in a model community, and you're looking at the
This is where I
Comfort
start
Inn
laughing.
I-70 in Peoria, and I know we were
Right,
able
yeah.
to move that meeting so that it had the proper 21-day notice for folks, but I have not
That's
been
probably weed,
alerted to
man.
that.
Like,
My community has not had the conversation, and 21 days is
hi, baby. That was funny. She was giving him that business. This is also the day that the Bronco. Ooh, I didn't mean to. It's also the game that this is also the day the game was on. So I was watching this, and I thought Jesse was watching, but he was somewhere else
very, very quick,
trying to get a win.
especially when we're making
They did win that day too.
issues or major changes to communities of color.
Yeah, he was
For
obviously
some
paid to the
decades,
people when he was over there chopping it up with the
economic
homie.
stability in our neighborhoods have
Somebody had to
done
for light work though.
studies
And
throughout the city
I was in the front row, I was
to
laughing.
evaluate when you consolidate poverty in a geographic area, what the historical effects of that are.
Respond to a couple aspects of that because there were a lot of sites that are already in Council District 8 that I did not mention. You're right, I did not mention the Comfort Inn. That has been a functioning shelter serving homeless families long before we came in office. I'm not exactly sure when that was created. What it has not been is a conforming use because the prior administration never asked for the use to be changed to conform to a homeless shelter use. We are now updating that precisely because we are doing our best to follow the code to a T, even as we move these things forward. And so that's a project that already exists in that way. There are many other projects that Councilmember Lewis knows very well in Council District 8 that are already serving people experiencing homelessness. So that's specifically why I didn't address that. We have not done an economic study of the impact of this. I will say that it's very clear that Council District 8 is taking the majority of these units, more so than any other area. No other area is even close to that.
Because wait, remember, just keep in mind, yesterday, what I tell you, right? This is the setup for the future of what's going to happen, right? You see how he just created that little setup. And I mean, you were talking about on the outside. Sorry, family, I got to catch you right now. We'll just not that, right? I told Jesse that the lady, the councilwoman, right? And I'm gonna get to it. Councilwoman, Chantel Lewis, she got the black vote all day from Team Paris, right? All day. And she has not disappointed us yet. And she probably won't. She didn't disappoint us when she had her other job, you know what I mean? Solid sister. So, we love Chantel Lewis. You know what I mean? We gladly give her our black vote. She can have it again and again and again. Because I don't foresee her doing some unintentional shit on her own. Right? So, we are Team Lewis right now, right? And she's a good ass sister. That's a nice sister, right? So let's check this out. I told Jesse, I said, look, they allowed her to put up these hotels, right? In her district. He just opened up, which is the same district Jesse lives in. He just kind of opened it up, unbeknownst to him. So, part of what Jason Blacc always says is somebody to be able to foresee the future, right? And so, shout out to TBA. I'm foreseeing the forecast. The forecast is that go ahead. You can do whatever you want. Let's work together. Chantel, go ahead and build these shelters and do it under the mayor and blah 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 blah. Right? And it sounds good, right? Little does she know, hopefully she'll watch this, that this is the setup for a future of her becoming the fall guy for some epic failure shit that happens on their end. On the mayor, Cole, right? Like Cole, after this city council viewing, that motherfucker should be fired. Fired. He should be fired. Is he fired? Fuck no. But he should have been, because he completely fucking lied, and he did some other disrespectful shit. But he's just setting it up for what does white supremacy always need? A fall guy. And where do they put the fall guy at? They put the fall guy in our skin, in our color, right? In our neighborhood, not knowing, while she's doing the right thing for the people, that's going to turn around and fuck her in the end. And she had no idea this is coming, you know what I mean? And she probably don't even know it's coming. But me, Psychic Brandy, is telling you that's going to happen, because they disciplined this motherfucker. And he just opened it up. He just opened it up right here. Listen. Here we go. We're going to play. I told Jesse this yesterday. And this sister, I'll go Katie Black right here. Hold on a second. I just jump ahead.
Tonight, but I want to also lift it up as something I
lift it at right here.
We are actively looking at hotels all across the city. We're actively looking
at yesterday was like he was right around
land all across the city, some of which we haven't yet brought forward because we're not able to discuss those yet. But we're looking at sites all across the city. In terms of the hotel acquisitions that have taken place or are underway in Council District 8 in particular, many of those have been in the works for a very long time. That the former stay-in property at 12033 East 38th Avenue, I believe I saw the first Bright article on that in June of 2021, right? So that's been in the works for a long time. We helped close the acquisition on that when we came into office. The Best Western property also was in the acquisition process. And then when we stepped in, we were able to help move forward the Doubletree acquisition as well at 4040 Quebec. And so there is a concentration in that part of town. I think we've been really clear about that. We've worked very closely with Councilmember Lewis on that. We've engaged that community deeply, and we're not done there. We know that there's ongoing conversations.
But look at his face as he's looking at it.
Agreements and community benefits, and we're very committed to continuing to move those conversations forward. We are not actively looking at new hotels within that area that are not currently being utilized in this kind of way. And so that is sort of what the portfolio looks like. And
that's feel like the evil is imminent.
We're really focused on other parts of town for this effort.
And he lies so good. Spread out.
What you didn't mention, and when you say that the entire community has been reached out to, that's not accurate. I live in you're looking at the country. I-70 and Peoria.
So he opened it right there. Set it up. Look how he's talking to her like
proper 21 days.
With less houses than tiny sheds. So it's about what this was needed for, and I'm not going to, and I've been asked because I've been clearly told one thing and then another, even though there's this claim that there is so much transparency. and that things are being honest. But it really doesn't feel that way. And I literally can tell that it is not that way. But I want to thank everyone that took time to testify and take time out of your days to come down here and kind of see how things go and see what we hear and what we go through on a regular
I don't give her
basis.
another term because I would. She looks fed up already.
We have such an outpouring from District 7, not because they're not welcoming, but just because they're seeing other sites get canceled. Another site got canceled, another site got canceled, another site got canceled, and it feels like a slap in the face to this community. And I think that when you say, oh, well, now we're going to have a hotel in this district or a hotel in that other district, it really makes me think about the long-term impacts of this, that the tiny home community, or they're not tiny homes, right? They're tiny sheds. Communities are going to have on these people and on these areas. I want to see that they are going to be successful, but when I see the wraparound services include one mental health professional for 7 sites, it just doesn't feel like the authentic, true care is like the well-being of these people and their success. So I just feel incredibly misled when it comes to this emergency order. And back to the concerns, I was told I would get a environmental study, which I did, and it was dated after groundbreaking. So we break ground and then we finish the environmental study, which is just an example of bad choices as well as there's plenty of things I could go into, but I do commend the administration for admitting that mistakes were made and that they're not going to make their House 1,000 goal. That's respectable, and I feel much of the progress we have made could have already been in the works. As you mentioned, a lot of the sites in District 8 were already in the works. And when I look at the results, a lot of the results have come from reunification and leased units. So maybe that is the way that we need to go. But I think the most important thing is that people are able to get the wraparound services that they need, and I don't see that in this plan, and I don't see how the emergency order is necessary at this point, because we can operate the EOC without it. I think what it has done is elevated angry, wealthier voices that get listened to, and that is not right.
Sure indeed.
I'm proud of District 7 because we are doing the work and we do have some really great programs, whether it's Urban Peak that's under construction, the Second Chance Center, which we're trying to move forward with. These are services that are much needed, that we're proud to have, and that do lead to really great outcomes. I'm still hopeful that we can work together on making this successful. I do think it's wrong to show more
we should just Bob
tiny sheds into a neighborhood with less houses than tiny sheds. So that I'm very concerned about, and the wraparound services.
To just stay out while we think about it and while we sit comfortably in our homes. That is absolutely unacceptable.
This is our lady.
To figure out how we get folks housed. Is it been has the
This
process
lady's
been perfect?
been
Absolutely
pretty
not.
fucking
Has
good
it
work.
upset me? Absolutely so. And many times, many missteps have occurred. And I am still committed to making sure that we get folks housed. And so the alternative to getting folks housed is what? What is it that we're supposed to do if we stop these plans? That we ask folks who are literally at risk of losing their limbs or their lives to just stay out while we think about it and while we sit comfortably in our homes. That is absolutely unacceptable. Am I frustrated that we are concentrated poverty in District 8? Absolutely so. Are my constituents frustrated that we are concentrated poverty in District 8? Absolutely so. And the antidote to that, the answer to that is not to tell me not to lead. It's to ask the other members of this body on council to lead, to identify those sites. I've heard members, Councilman Watson, Councilwoman Stacey Gilmore, say that they don't have sites quite yet in their district. Let's get some sites, y'all. That's literally the answer. And so here's my concern, Cole, and I'll just say this on record. My concern is that we do not have this emergency order in place, and we are not operating from a geographical lens. And what I mean by that is that if I have multiple sites in my district, it's 552, in my very humble opinion, those should be granted to the individuals who live near those sites who are currently in unsheltered house and that are currently unsheltered. And that's not the case. Those communities have not been prioritized, not a single one. My concern is that paired with the lack of an emergency order makes me worry if the other members of this body are actually going to do the work to identify those sites in their district, or if we're just going to say, hey, let's continue to press pause and then we'll figure it out. There is no one on this body who has called for more transparency and accountability from day one. Not a single person. I have asked about transparency in our contracts, about accountability in our contracts. I ask that question every single time a contract comes before us, specifically a contract that addresses unsheltered homelessness, that addresses the Salvation Army, that addresses the Coalition for the Homeless, because I have to hear every single time I come into these chambers, Jesse Paris say, I live in District 8 in the roach infested, bed bug infested, rat infested, Fusion Studios in District 8. And it
That's
takes
the only
a
way
tear
we're
to
gonna
my
get
soul
attention.
every time I hear
It's
him say that,
true.
because I do not believe he should be living in those conditions. And the reason that he does
Yeah, that
is
right.
because we don't have
Living
the
in those
oversight that
conditions,
we
y'all
need
failed.
on this body to be able to hold those individuals accountable. And I'm asking for that, and I've been pushing for that.
You failed. Yeah. Yeah, you see, he had to do it. And I was like, damn, Jesse just stop. He just did not give a damn. He's been going hard like this since the election. Even before that. But the fact that he keeps saying it, and I was like, Jesse, that's enough, cause just stop, man, just stop. They don't give a fuck. But clearly I was wrong. Clearly. Right? Then I thought it was funny because I was like, Jesse, you're embarrassing us, cuz stop it. Right? He was like, no. He keeps fighting me about it. He's like, no, they're gonna hear it. I'm like, dude, all right, cuz, all right, cuz, all right, cuz, all right, cuz. Go on now, shit. All right, cuz, Jesus Christ. Right? So, when she said it, my mouth just dropped wide open. I was like, cause me and Jesse be beefing about this like this shit because I'm like, cuz you're embarrassing us. He said, no, the fuck, I'm not. And he just kept going in. And I was like, man. And then he said it. I was like, well, oh, shit, shut my mouth. Yeah. And then since she said it, I was like, if that right there, and I had to say it, I was like this because, Jeff Hard always likes to think he's the fucking man of the city. When a man of the city didn't get the mayor and the councilwoman to come to the building where he lived at, not once, but like 3 times, 2 times, right? 2, 3 times. And the first time they came, the second time the building was so fucking upset they didn't want to let them in. Who denies the mayor, right? The mayor and the councilwoman to come in the fucking building that they fund. And why? And why? Because goddamn Jesse Paris put light on the fucking building. He put light on the building for like the last 3 fucking years, right? And he made it so. And then before even when my shit went down with it, we had motherfucking all the case management doing the most, and they kick a motherfucker out. They do all this and shit. Make it difficult for a person to use their wraparound services, right? They actually kick a motherfucker out. They kick this motherfucker out, right? For no reason at all, really. Really, there's no legitimate reason. I was actually like victim to that bullshit. However, if it wasn't for Jesse getting me housed somewhere else, we wouldn't be having these discussions because Jesse actually houses the people, right? And then everybody always wants to talk shit. They always want to talk shit, right? They always try to say that Jesse don't do this, and Jesse. It's always in the negative. Right? But I be telling Jesse on the low, like between us, I'm like, cuz you're the man of the city. My brother calls him the weatherman, right? Because he does. He's the weatherman. But we say that Jesse's the man of the city because if we held up a picture of Jesse Paris and Jeff Barr, everybody would know who Jesse Paris is. Everybody would know who Jesse Paris is. Everybody. If we had a picture, like, and this is for shit in the streets, everybody would know who Jesse Paris is. They might not know his name, but they know that motherfucker's an activist. They know that motherfucker goes super stupid hard in the street. Whether he's outside, he's loud. Whether he's inside of a fucking building and he don't like something and he can't control himself and he has to put somebody in their place, he does it without cussing and he's fucking loud, okay? There's many times where he told somebody that especially, that he doesn't support, them doing any acts of white supremacy. It doesn't matter what it is, right? And when it comes to fucking homeless people, they made him, that man right there, just press, is the face of black homelessness. I gave him that name because they tokenized him. They did it so fucking whatever. They were constantly using it for it. And I said, oh man, we're gonna turn this shit around. We're gonna make this work for us. We're gonna make this work for us. They want to put you in the position of this, but they don't want to give you the credit. Fuck that. You are the face of black homelessness because that's who's out there, is our black people. Now, we got all this other shit that everyone wants us to care about it, but we're not going to do it because we stood on our fucking friends and family. I've been outside, literally sleeping on the sidewalk with our friends and family, our cousins, our friends and family, all black outside. I was out there for 5 years. Jesse was outside working in the same fucking building that got me off the street. It was him that did it. You know what I mean? It got me housed not once, but at 3 separate times. And not just me. It's like 8, 10, 12 other people.
Yeah.
And not just that, but that man right there also, Mr. fucking Junior fucking Justice Crime Solver right there, has gotten motherfuckers time with other council people so they get their liquor license back. Highlighted a lot of different shit, and he did it without fucking being about photo ops and celebrity shit. He don't do it for that. He does it because it's the right thing to do, because that's what a revolutionary does, right? And that's what I always say. You always hear me on the RV and say, "Who didn't want to be like Mike?" You hear me? And I was just a motherfucking gang member, motherfucker out the street. I would never been shit. But man, if it wasn't for Jesse, I would never be right here doing this. You know what I mean? Because I just self-taught. I'm not like him. You know what I mean? I can go to school. I have none of that shit. I have none of the opportunities. However, if it wasn't for him giving me an opportunity, I wouldn't even be right here right now. I can't change. You can't make a fucking tiger change their stripes, but you can, do something better with them. So if it wasn't for Jesse turning all this negative into like something for us, meaning foundational Black Americans and whatnot, and doing the work for us, I probably wouldn't have a purpose. See what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that, because that is the man of the city. That is the mayor. And according to us over here, the small few, he's our mayor. That's our mayor still. You know what I mean? And then the plan, the motherfucking mayor, Johnston, is running around trying to get implemented. Yeah, that's our shit. I know I can prove it. That's our shit. The other day I was cleaning up and I'm really sick, but I was getting my stuff together because, eventually I'm gonna make them move me, and it's gonna happen very soon. And so I was getting my stuff together, and what I found all of the paper flyers that I created that only touched Black hands that ended up in the white man's hand. I didn't put it there, Jesse. I don't know. We put it in a Black hand. Where it went after that, white people were awfully concerned when they saw us passing up. Remember when we was passing out the flyers to Black people on the bus, cuz? And they were so upset. Yep. Can I get one? And we just like ignore them. Yeah. And the Hispanics, everybody was like, shit, if you seen it, you got lucky you saw it. But my flyers only touch Black hands. They only touch Black people. You know what I mean? It didn't matter. There's 48 shades of motherfucking Black. And I see it. He saw it. Our flyers touched him. You know what I mean? And whether they fucking left it somewhere, dropped it off, handed it to somebody, because we as black people we like to share our shit. We like to be like, hey, can I see that? Sure. You know what I mean? Why not? That's just us. We just like that. Black people are the most friendliest motherfucking people on the fucking planet, and it always comes back to fucking harm us because we're so fucking friendly and loving and shit. But I was like, somebody had to say no. I did make one. I did do it. I can't say I didn't make a flyer for everybody. But if you ask Jesse, did I pass that motherfucking flyer I made out for everybody else in the city of Denver?
Nope.
Hell nah. I was holding it in my hand, had a whole stack, and I just kept passing out the black flyers. And we were in the street. We were just out there quietly maneuvering around like locs, just moving around, just me and him, moving around because nobody wanted to fucking help us because everybody was listening to fucking Jeff Fard, and Jeff Fard had bought every motherfucking individual in there to run in that motherfucking race against Jesse. So we were like on the offense, like, and defense, like, hey motherfucker, you don't see us? We out here. Just keep doing what you're doing. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna take it back old fashioned. We're gonna hit the streets. We're gonna do the best. And this is a motherfucker that did all that with no education. Every flyer I created, I had no education. I know nothing about politics. All I saw was my baby getting drugged religiously by an elder because the motherfucker didn't believe in his own black skin. That's the fact. You must hate yourself so much that you got to go against a younger black man instead of supporting them. And you're an elder in the community, the same community that he lives in, you live in. You know what I mean? And I couldn't have it. I just couldn't. And everybody who knows how me and Jesse are. Like, I just can't tolerate when people are doing bad things to Jesse. I think it's bad. It's fucking. I'm like, hold up. You know what I mean? So me and Jesse attacked the streets like all the time, like as much as we could. And we were just handing out flyers. And Jesse wasn't even trying to sell himself. He was just saying, "Hey, read it. Got any questions? Ask me." And there would be motherfuckers just stop and be like, they would read it and intentionally move around on the bus and come sit next to him, or intentionally stop whatever the fuck they're doing in mid sidewalk walk and turn around and come back. You know what I mean? And when it came time to sign the signatures, and I was so sick. It was so fucking cold. Like, you're talking about somebody that has pushed their heart to the maximum during this campaign. There's so much pressure because there's just me and him, and I believe in vetting. And you'll see it as something else, but if the history hasn't showed us that motherfuckers can be trusted with something so fucking brilliant as the black agenda, and it was so fucking adamant, like, you don't have this and you can't do this and blah blah blah. It's not that. It's that we value our people. We love our people, right? So we don't want benign neglect. We don't want us to keep being the bottom. We don't want the trickle down, fucking pretend trickle down effect. We ain't even getting no fucking crumbs. So we don't want that. We don't want to sit at your motherfucking table. We want our own motherfucking table. Because we keep trying to ask and ask and ask. Look what happened. So yeah, and then why couldn't trust it? I'm the worst motherfucker of Team Paris. The worst one, the most untrusting, but pretty fucking positive. Because I seen how our people could get so coerced back to fucking loving the plantation and back and being hugged up with massa. And I'm not that way. Never have been. You can't convince me otherwise. You can't indoctrinate me. You can't correct that. I've been an asshole since I was little. I'm gonna be an asshole now. And I was like, no, Jesse, no. Why? Because these are people that have position. These are people that have political sway, and these are people that you got to talk to in order to get in. And these are the same motherfuckers that say you can't be black all the way and run with a motherfucking message and think you're gonna get in. And they made that very fucking clear. It was our people that said, You can't talk that shit over here. You can't be too fucking black over here. You have to be all inclusive. And I was like, no, Jesse, it's a new day. Like Tim Black says, it's a fucking new day. We don't do that. We should do what we want to do. We should do what we want to do. This two-party system is a fucking joke. You know what I mean? All of this is a joke. Placating. Look what happens. They thought everybody was under the assumption that the new administration would be all new fucking people. And instead, they probably put maybe, don't be generous, let's say 150 new people in there, all over the administration. But the remaining people are all from the old administration. And they don't have to leave. They're not leaving because they got to stay. And in the whole time that's happened, Jesse told everybody. And I was, shit, keep in mind, it's a man's world. I'm right behind him. So I was just like, yeah. But he said, you know what I mean? He told everybody that this was going to fail. He told everybody that this is business as usual. He told everybody that this is stolen. That they've been stealing. He's been saying it. Nobody they only want to hear it from white people. It doesn't matter. And the blacker you are, we know you're the most intelligent. Right? So they don't want to hear it. It's the same fucking thing as it always has been. And power is taken. So we're going to continue to try to take back what belongs to us, what belongs to foundational Black Americans, and recreate a whole fucking different thing. And that means probably scrapping it from the bottom. That's the thing. You can't reimagine something with the old shit in it. That's where people keep getting it all twisted up. But let's reimagine this. And let's recreate that. Well, you can only do it if it's been fucking burned to the ground and you have no other choice but to start fresh. And they don't want to face that shit. Eventually it's going to happen. Jay's been saying it. Been telling them. But it only makes sense when a white person gets up there and they're like, oh, no, Mayor Justin, we don't want that. And then all of a sudden, oh, the whites are upset. But no, it was a black man saying it the whole fucking time. A black man saying it. See me? So that's all I gotta say right there. The fucking sweeps continue to happen. Hopefully, if we can get through this little moment right here where I'm at with my health, then we get the show on the road and we can start filming again the sweeps, because our people are only going to be housed, if that, 30 to 90 days. And then they're going to be right back on the street. And we would keep your tabs on them. And the more we expose it, the more that it's going to come crumbling down. And they know that. So that's where I end right there. I'm going to go ahead and tap off. Oh, no, Jesse, you want to see the vote, right? Jesse. How much you bet he fell asleep, family? How much you bet? Let's see. They vote over here. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna actually say the same fucking shit. If it's like that, But ultimately, at the end of the day, the thing about being a forward, fucking person is that you see things already happening ahead of time. So you already know how people are gonna behave. You already know what's gonna happen. You know how the situation is gonna go down. So yeah, no, I don't want to put my hand. I don't want to put beautiful fucking pieces of work, such as policies, in the hands of motherfucking off-brands that are just going to turn around and make it for everybody. Case in point, just look at the Crown Act. Case in point, look at the Crown Act. That right there will tell you that it was once something meant for just black men and women, right, to wear their hair, do whatever, right? The whole theology behind it, or philosophy behind it, right? Look at that, and then look at it how it's now for everybody. So, motherfucker, you want to rock a pink motherfucking pole, mohawk, be white, well, you can under the Crown Act. All right? But if you have locks and you're a young man going to school and they don't want locks there, they can make you cut it off. Welcome, thanks to the Crown Act. You know what I mean? It only applies to them in this, or whenever it suits them. But it never applies. It's never, the things we do are never going to be used the right way unless something happens. So when people say, shouldn't have these certain types of individuals running for political office, why not? It's going to take some fucking dramatic change to happen. You can't expect a motherfucker. Like, the thing is, you shouldn't want nobody that can be bought and paid for and be coerced into indoctrination and programming and, yes, okay, whatever you say, because you fund my campaign. No, fuck that. No. Just tell them no. No's okay to say. I say no all the time. Fuck no. You know what I mean? No. I was like, no on this. It's going to be a no for me. And it passed. So we got the money. I was for sure hoping. Because I was like, oh, maybe his little privileged ass wasn't going to get it. But it did.
The vast majority haven't had to have this conversation yet, and that's what we're experiencing.
Some of these people have been sitting on this board for a minute. So all this stuff comes back from the old administration. And so now that them wanting to step up and act like they're doing something is fucking amusing to me. Because they weren't doing shit before. They weren't even trying to do anything. Let me see. Only did we think Cole Chandler was a motherfucking villain. We now know that that's the founder of CBC. And the city's going to pay him $3.8 million to the CBC to run the site through 2024. Wowzers. When asked what sort of relationship the CBC has with Chandler, Executive Director Dee Deb Parsons describes it as the same one the CBC would have with any other homeless resolution official in the city. It's been over a year since Cole left. So he creates this and then he leaves. I'm going to tell you what that sounds like. Well, we have a typical working relationship that we would have with anybody working in housing and homelessness and anybody working in the county or the city. Excuse me. I skipped a piece. Let's see. Chandler is no longer receiving income or earnings from the CBC. Parsons adds, insisting that his status with the city did not help the CBC secure a contract to run overland micro community. Well, I'd audit the fuck out of them. All right, Baird Enterprises has been tapped to lead micro community at one. Yeah, that's true. I would audit the fuck out of them. that sounds all bad. Shabaka. Jesse Paris. Oh man. See, look at you two sleeping. Sleeping on the job. Let me see. 1 second, family. 1 second. Yeah, maybe how I'm gonna make this close on out. It's like I tell Jesse, dude, it's so late. Hold on a second. Let's see if I get over here. Alright. Let's see. Hold on, family. I'm gonna have to go. Just stay right here for a second. Matter of fact, nope, I can't even do it. Just stay right here for a second. I gotta go in on the other side and shut it all down. So 1 second, okay? Don't go nowhere, family. I'll be right back. Okay, just hold on 1 second. As we wait for Jesse, here's some movement over there. Jesse, Shabaka, Jesse. God, I hate yelling on camera. Jesse.
Yeah.
Shut it down, cuz you've been asleep for like 25 minutes.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
That's too tough.
No, let's shut it down, weirdo. Bad form, sir. Bad form, because you're not ready. You're not awake, so just shut it down, baby. Come on, seriously. I finished up. I showed the vote and everything. Everything's okay.
Yeah, so everybody's approved.
Yeah. So tomorrow, which you should just let me just run so we get through. tomorrow. Okay, because you're in no condition now. And that's pretty much because Jesse had to move somebody. And he didn't even hear my message, so he didn't listen to anything. I called him on the other thing. It's really important. So I'm gonna close this all out. Okay, Jesse, get ready to shut the show down. Okay, sit up. Are you ready? Like, go on camera real quick. So you shut the so I can see. Just go on camera real fast, Jesse. So I don't know. I know that you're awake. You know what I mean? That you're not like, oh no, nodding off under the looks and shit.
I'm right here, Chris.
Well, sit up so you can do the closing for us in Shabaka. I will be doing the RVA probably tomorrow. I mean, because it's gonna be like this, but I also probably take over part 3 of 3. I guess shouldn't have to be like part 3 of 3, but here we are. And we'll get through the last topics. Just lets me run the show. We'll get through the last couple of topics for the Frontline Black News. So please forgive us. We went through a lot over here, and we'll make it up to y'all tomorrow. Go ahead, Jesse. End us with how you usually end us. Also, stay black, stay dangerous, stay fucking black and dangerous. Go ahead, Jesse. Go ahead.
The platforms from Black News, the revolutionary agenda, and Black experience. Shout out to the new subscribers we have gathered in the past month or so.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Oh, shout out to the Arena Uncensored. Thank you for allowing us to move and groove and build with you, through you. I just forgot I had to say that. It's not our fault that it has nothing to do with us. Whatever happens with other people, but we do want to thank you for allowing us, especially thank you for allowing Jesse and us to grow, move and groove and grow. You know what I mean? So we just want to thank you, regardless of what other people say. Thank you. Go ahead, Jesse.
Yes. We'll see y'all later. Stay black, stay dangerous, stay empowered. We get to none of our topics, like except the unhoused neighbor knows, and unhoused neighbor sleeps, and that's definitely a pressing topic. So I'm glad we were able to showcase quite a bit on that. So yeah, join us later on for part 3, episode 33, or the Triple Craze part 3 of the Frontline Black News. Yeah, stay black, stay dangerous, stay empowered, get on the swivel. Starting out from a mile high income city, open my clothes. Peace.